Alright. Did the bot share it? The bot did share it. Cool beans. Alright. Got a lot of stones to pick up. Like a lot. I think the cotton's all that's left too, so once the cotton's done, we can start planting. I haven't checked on my cows in a while. Oh, they need some food. They could use some food. Use some water as well. And some straw. For my chickens. Chickens are good. Oh. Alright, yeah, so we need to do some... tend to our animals a little bit as well. We have all of these fields to pick up stones in. These two, all of these, and then looks like he started plowing 7. Hopefully by the time we're done with the stones, the cotton harvest is done. Here. Sorry, I had to move my windows around a little bit. That field's done. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Just to get to see the Mario movie. Thought it was pretty good. I'd watch it again. Nice. It doesn't look bad. I was a bit concerned because I remember the last Super Mario Brother movie. You know, the one where Bowser was a dude with like a weird head. Yeah, I remember that movie. Well, John Leguizamo was in it. I can't remember who else. And it scared me when they said they were making another Mario movie. But from what I like the trailer, it doesn't look bad. I'll probably give it a shot when it comes out of theaters. What's up, Michael? How are you? Before the movie, my wife wasn't digging the voice of Mario, but she thought it was a cute movie. That's well, what was it? It was Speedy, KYR Speedy, was watching his Minecraft video, and they were talking about it. He's like, yeah, the people are kind of hung up on Mario's voice, but once you get into the movie, like, when you first hear it, you're like, oh, that, you know. He said, but once you get in the movie, you kind of forget about it after a while. Good going in welding school? Nice. The 7-year-old liked it. It was a little much for the 3-year-old. My kids are too old for that stuff now. Like I think me and my wife are more excited for the live action Moana remake than what my kids are. It's a shame. Oh, is our rock picker full? Whoops. Steve, you're such a nerd. But it's cool. Nintendo. At least you didn't go dressed up as Mario, like overalls and all. Where's the highest place to sell these at? Probably the smokehouse, which makes no sense. Yep, smokehouse. Nice. What games did you pick up? It's like I would know. Like there's a very few game like original Nintendo games that I know. Like, of course, what's it? Excite Bike. I played it. There's the one, was it Contra? I used to play that all the time. Metroid, Super Mario 3. I like Super Mario 3 over any of the other Marios. I can't remember the one. It's like it was a car, like, and you had to dodge stuff on the road, and like you had like there's a track trailer you could drive into and get like upgrades or something like that. Thank you. I'll try to listen a little. I haven't started yet. Oh yeah, it's if you take it seriously, and welding, yeah, that's one of them professions that pay. You get to do some crazy stuff too. So what's it like, the underwater welders that would make a ton of money? So wait, you bought games called Twin Cobra and Twin Eagle. I'm gonna guess they're related games? For both being twins? Oh, okay, gotcha. I was going to ask if you were in-box or out-of-box kind of guy, collector, but I guess you would have to be out-of-box because you play all the games that you collect, don't you? I would imagine collecting in the box Super Nintendo games could get pretty pricey. Here's a good question for you, Steve. What's your like holy grail of video game? Like the one that you like you really really want it, but you don't think you'll ever find it. Where I live, there's some good money, but you have to find a good paying job in Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't think, just like right out well in school, like a good job's gonna fall in your lap, but if you stick with it and get good at it, you'll probably, you could make some pretty decent money. Well then, what's up, Chad? How are you? Out of the box. I don't get into the inbox. I do have all my N64 games inbox. That's only because my brother was smart to keep all of that in really good shape. Dang. That's impressive. Wait, so does your brother collect games too? Or is he just was like, we gotta keep the box for these when y'all were kids? He's like, we gotta keep the box for these just in case. He just recently bought an Xbox S. I don't have that one game, but I really want like all the video games. No. Usually collectors have like the but they're called the Holy Grail. Like there's one that they just have to add to their collection, and they like it's super rare, hard to find. Oh man. That finishes those fields, so now we just gotta hop the hill here. Yeet. My dream is to come across one or two of the more expensive games at the garage sale, but I can't get that lucky. You never know. I would assume it's getting harder because I feel like collecting that stuff has like skyrocket. Like I collect wrestling action figures, and that has just freaking like someone strapped a rocket to its back. It just took off. And prices for action figures in just the short time I've been collecting them, I've seen them skyrocket. Same with police patches. Like I collect police patches, and I've seen those. Like there's still some that go for a fairly decent price, but a lot of them they're just astronomical. Like I've seen them some for like $50. Like good lord. What's up, Lindsay? How are you? What's up, Terry? How are you? Nice airtime. Speaking of that, I want to see the Nike movie about Jordan. There's a Nike movie coming out about Michael Jordan. That's one thing I never understood, like of collections that are like really popular. Shoes, like they can get really expensive. I've seen some of these that, like, I'm a wrestling nerd and I watch the BTE segments where like the Young Bucks would go around buying shoes and they'd pay like hundreds of dollars for a pair of shoes. And they come out with a ton of them throughout the year. It's just like, ooh, how do you have that much money? If I had that much money to have like pay for shoes, the amount that I've seen them pay for shoes, I'd sit up and stare at it all night. I've also seen people pay an astronomical price for some comic books too, so you know it goes both ways. But whew. My best friend has a pair of the original Jordans. He wore them twice, kept them in the box. I haven't seen them in about 5 years, but the box and shoes are freaking mint. Correction, best friend's brother. Oh. Yeah, I can imagine those are probably worth a fortune. Like to the right collector. Golly. I'm gonna need his address, some ski masks. Oh, God. I'm curious about this now. I kind of want to know how much does an original pair of Air Jordans cost? The original pair of Air Jordan sneakers fetched $672,000 and smashed auction records. Oh, those are signed. And game worn. That is so misleading. These were game worn and signed by Michael Jordan, and it went for $672,000. Okay, it seems like the first ones aren't even the rarest. That could vary. Like, they just put out a bunch of them before people realize that they really wanted those. Dude, these are in crappy condition, and they're selling for $2,500. These are pretty good condition for $3,800, $3,500. Those are in crappy condition. They want $4,600 for it. I can imagine these are counterfeited a lot as well. I'm very curious to see if he still has them. You would think Simon would be actually depreciate the value because they want the gem mint grading. Hopefully they're still signed. Yeah, well, they're game worn, so I feel like those that's like a exception to the rule. For that might not even be like a shoe collector that bought them. It just might be like a Bulls fan or Bulls collector, Michael Jordan collector, stuff like that. So, yeah. What websites do you use for FS19? I don't play FS19 anymore, so. If you're talking about the game, Steam. What's up, Shane? How are you? I'm laggy. Sorry to hear that. I'm looking for the same picture you had. Signed shoes. His look better than those. Look at the fade. So yeah, because the signed ones were game worn. That's what. We're gonna need his DNA. What for? Because we're gonna splice those with my own, and we're gonna clone a Super Steve that's really good at basketball. We're a perfect match for both balls. Yeah, so a lot of people were downloading the mods without joining us, so I put a lot of work into modding the map a little bit, modding a couple others. There's about 12 mods that aren't in the mod pack. It's for only people who actually join the server. On a 6'6" freaking athletic as hell, Scuba Steve. Exactly. No need to apologize, Buck. I'm just saying I don't play 19 anymore, so I couldn't. If you're talking about best ones for mods, I can't help you. I don't know anymore because I don't play 19. As soon as 22 came out, I uninstalled 19. I deleted all the mods I had for 19, so I don't pay any attention to 19 anymore. 19 was horrible in my opinion. I still have 17 though. Still play with 17, but not really. I would imagine Mod Hub still has, like, I doubt there's any new mods coming out for 19. I say that, but there's still new mods coming out for, like, I saw on Mod Hub the other day, 2015, Farming Sim 15. So, I would imagine anything that's still coming out would be on modhub.us. But other than that, I couldn't tell you. Oh. Alright, does that take care of it? It does. Alright, so now all we have left are these over here. I guess we can go check on Cotton Dude, see if he's got any more poop bales for us. Yeah, it kind of hurt my brain the other day when I opened up Mod Hub and saw that there was new mods coming out for Farming Sim 15. Like, people give me crap for still playing Farm Sim 17. To be fair, I only play Farming Sim 17 for fire trucks, alright? There's people out there still currently farming in Farm Sim 15. And I mean, to each their own, but yikes. Did he drop any more? He did. The reason he bought 22, it's much more involved in 17. Yeah, but the fire trucks in 17 are so much better. And I'm saying that because I play fire trucks in both of them. I know what's out and all that, and the trucks in 17 far superior than anything I've seen in 22 yet. Don't get me wrong, there are some cool things about the Farm Sim 22 fire trucks, but as far as quality goes and customability, like being able to change things up and all that, the 17 truck's way better. Okay, because I came upon your Mayberry Fire Department video review the other day. Are you talking about the 19 trucks? I would imagine they're still up on his page. I think he still has stuff from like far back as 17 up there. I can't guarantee it though. I can't guarantee he has them up still or not. I don't do his mods anymore because he there was some problems with him and Chief. If you guys might remember him, and I'm Team Chief all day. Like, not only is I side with Jesse's opinion, but you know, he's a friend, so. Oh, I know what you meant, Shane. I'm just saying. That's the only reason I play 17 anymore. I don't do any farming stuff in 17 anymore or nothing, because 22 is just far above and beyond. Even 19 was far above. Let's not pretend like 19 wasn't a good game. 19 was pretty good. It was a big improvement over 17. It had its issues. I'm not gonna, but overall it was a decent game. But I think 19 was just like, for me, 19 feels like a beta test for 22. If that makes any sense. Like, they were just testing some features out and like, we're just gonna put this out as a game and see how people like it. See you, Buck. Thanks for stopping by, man. What's up, Sean? How are you doing tonight, sir? Mr. Marsher. But no, I enjoyed 19, but I really, as soon as 22 came out, we played it for like a week. I was like, big on 19, big on. I'm great. That's good to hear, Sean. Food break. I made beer cheese and French fry flatbread. You hurt my brain. I made beer cheese and French fry flatbread. All right. Oh, I need to do that field over there too. Oops. French fries on a flatbed, God, a flatbread, and then dump beer cheese on top. Freaking amazing! I made chicken bacon ranch flatbreads for the kids. Now I could get behind the chicken bacon ranch flatbreads. I don't know if I could do a flatbread with just French fries and beer cheese. Because you like fold it up into like a sandwich, right? Like at Subway, right? Dude, chicken bacon ranch flatbread does sound pretty good. What was the one that... I don't remember who had it anymore. Was it Arby's? I gotta look this up now, it's gonna bug me. I want to say it was... I want to say it was Arby's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Arby's. But it wasn't that. It wasn't the brisket bacon flatbread. It was like a... Unless it was like a fajita flatbread? Yeah, there it is. Arby's fajita flatbreads. Those were pretty good. I miss those. Those were really good. Now I kind of want one. Son of a... The fajita flatbreads. My adult water. Yeah, this guy's got some pretty good music, and he like it's in the YouTube audio library for content creators, so it's free to use, and his music's the best on there. Pretty good. Who are you hoping wins the World Series this year? I don't keep up with baseball anymore. I can't even tell you who's in it. So Aldi's has a great 2-pack of flatbread. Easy to throw it, some sauce, cheese, whatever else, and throw it into the Ninja oven. Nice. I don't watch baseball anymore. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't keep up with baseball. I used to watch baseball, and then I got to the point where I was like, God, this is awful to watch. Like, love playing baseball. I just can't stand to watch it anymore. I don't know what happened, but love play baseball. Is JT still with you guys? Yeah, he's here every other weekend. When he has his daughter, the weekends he has his daughter, he doesn't come around, and he doesn't play Farm Sim with us anymore. So he'll come in, chit chat, and then leave, and then whatever we play Saturday night, he usually hops on. I'm always rooting for the Cubs. The team this year has a bunch of young guys. So maybe a couple years we'll have a chance. I'm an Orioles guy. I'm a Baltimore guy. Like, I'm always a Baltimore guy. I'm a Baltimore Ravens guy, Baltimore Orioles guy. In my region, so we are about this equal distance from Baltimore as we are from Philadelphia, but we're like more in the Philadelphia region, so there's a lot more Philadelphia fans. So everybody's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, everybody's a Philadelphia Phillies fan, and I was like, I'm gonna be different. Like, I hate Philadelphia. Like, all the sports teams can, suck a chode. All right, that's all I got to say. I hate the Eagles. I hate the Phillies. I was like, I gotta be different. I'm gonna be a Baltimore fan, and of course, I love this. I love the city of Baltimore. Like, I'd much rather go and spend like a weekend in Baltimore than spend a weekend in Philadelphia. I know that's saying a lot because Baltimore is like Baltimore. Yeah. Anyway, won't say it, but I'm a huge Edgar Allan Poe fan, so Baltimore draws me in immediately. And so I was like, especially since when the Ravens were created, they were named after Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. I was like, all right, that's meant to be. And I've always been an Orioles fan because I was a Cal Ripken Jr. fan. Oh, this is not a cultivator. This is a rock picker. It just picks up rocks. Yeah, we vacationed outside of Baltimore one year when I was a kid, and like without going too much into like my effed up family, we went to the Inner Harbor, which is like it's I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, there's an aquarium in the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, and they had a dolphin show. Well, when we went, one of the dolphins was pregnant, so they weren't doing the dolphin show. And my sister's favorite animal is a dolphin. So she threw a temper tantrum. So legitimately, the whole day we were in the city of Baltimore, we legitimately sat in the ESPN zone because she didn't want to do anything else. Like when we first found out that we were going to Baltimore, I told my parents, I said, I want to do two things. I want to go to Fort McHenry, and I want to go see Edgar Allan Poe's gravesite. That's it. I was like, they're like, quick. I just want to see. I want to see Edgar Allan Poe's grave, and I'll be good. And then when the boat goes to Fort McHenry, I want to get off. I want to walk around a little bit, and then that's it. That's all I want. We were in Baltimore for a week, okay? And I didn't get to do either of those. But my sister really wanted to see an aquarium or a dolphin show at the aquarium, and they didn't have the dolphin show because the dolphin was pregnant. And well, she threw a temper tantrum, so we spent a whole day at ESPN Zone because that's where she wanted to go. I'm playing Farm Sim and my lawnmower is stuck on my trailer. I don't want to reset it. Oh, just sling that some gun around. You hook it up to your truck, you floor it, and then just turn and whip it. That thing will fly off. Yeah, the rock icon. Somebody made this pickup more because I hate picking up rocks, but somehow I'm always the one stuck doing it. So this is my one cheat mod I have in the server, and that is lets me pick up wider than what the actual equipment is because I hate doing it, but I always get stuck doing it. So I cheat. That's the thing, it's a flatbed, and it's stuck in my front guard. What? How'd you manage that one? Yeah. We had a guy for that, but now he's hung up on grapes. Like this is even his rock picker. Like He bought it because he said he would be in charge of it, and well, he doesn't do that anymore. So I'm the one stuck doing it. I'm the one that gets stuck picking up all the rocks. The way I'm treated around here. Beer cheese in the beard. So messy, but too tasty. Ow! I don't think he goes anymore. Cook? I am. I want to go one year, just to say I've gone. But I don't think Tyler goes. The past couple of years he hasn't. I was going to say I'm the only one in the server who's buying stuff, and it's just a wage payment. But I don't think he's gone the last few years. I could be wrong, but I want to go one year. Steve, calm down. Steve just face planted into his beer fries and beer cheese flatbread. Should go its blast. Yeah. Told Tyler that I really want to go one year. I think this year I'm definitely going to make it down to I know it's not as big as those, but Ocean City has one, has a convention in Parade, and it seems like every year that it comes around, something always happens. Like my wife had to have surgery last year when it happened, so I hope I'm gonna make it down there this year. I went to Delaware's, like actually the one that was in Delaware was one that inspired me to start my dang fire photography page. So yeah. And then they moved it from Dover up north, and it's like I don't really like northern Delaware, so. But they have one down in Ocean City that I'm gonna try to make to it at least this year. Harrisburg, yes. Yeah, I know they got one in Harrisburg as well. Harrisburg is a little bit further of a drive. Like, if I go to, like, the one in Harrisburg or FDIC, like, I have to, I'd have to make, like, a weekend out of it. Like, me and the wife getting away for a weekend, getting a room somewhere. But yeah, no, Ocean City has, like, a big parade, too. And then there's is it Winchester, Virginia, that has a big fireman's parade as well? I'd like to go to it one year. Wildwood? No. That's in New Jersey, isn't it? No, this one's in Ocean City, Maryland. It's not big. It's down by the boardwalk. No, it's in the convention center. The convention center is not near the boardwalk. That's the car show. It's at the convention center in Ocean City, Maryland. It's not big by any means, but it's bigger than the one we have here in Delaware. Is it just you in the server right now, Feenix? Yeah, it's just me. PJ's, if he shows up, he'll show up here soon. I don't know what's going on with Tyler. JT, it's his daughter's weekend, so he's not here. I don't know what's going on with Brandon and Tony, so. Oh man, oops, getting Ocean City's confused. Yeah. No, the smaller Ocean City. Although Ocean City's coming up in the world, like Ocean City, Maryland's coming in the world. The Ravens have like beach events over there, and then their bike show, their OC Bike Fest is like taking off. Like this year, they're having Shinedown headline it, which I'm not even gonna lie, I wouldn't mind going to. Like, that's crazy. It's like as the acts for our Delaware State Fair have downgraded, Ocean City Bike Fest is just like going through the roof, man. Ayo. Alright, we're gonna park this down here, so that way once he gets done plowing, whenever he does, we can pick up the rocks after him. I should just park it like right in the middle of his, in his way, because you know he's a butt wipe. But park it here, out of the way, because I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Our fire department had their new ladder at FDIC, Wildwood, and Harrisburg. Nice. Harrington's new truck is in town. I seen it the other day. They haven't put it in service yet, but it's in town. I seen it. Kind of sad, because 52 is 52 will be leaving us fairly soon. But yeah, no, it's in town. We had a call the other day, outside fire over in Denton, and I had seen the truck, and I was like, could this be the first call it goes out on? And then they got 52, or 52 went out instead, and I was like, I might have just captured 52's last response, and then it had a call today, and I took a couple pictures of it as it was backing back into the station. But damn, really? That's fast production for that truck. For 52? Or, excuse me, Tanker 50? Dude, they delayed it 4 times, and then, like, they started it in November, and they finished it, like, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? So, and maybe it was October they started. I think it was the end of October they started it. Dude, they moved us compared to Dover's new truck and Felton's new truck. Like, that Harrington's new truck was like at a snail's pace compared to those two. Those two were like in and out in what felt like a month or two. Alright, I guess no, we can get stuff ready for planting. I'm a strong man. You ain't kidding, Cook, man. I freaking love that truck. And a lot of them do too. Like they were trying, a lot of them were trying to convince the higher ups to get rid of their Spartan, or excuse me, Smeal. They were trying to get rid of the Smeal engine and keep 52 as like a reserve tanker. I guess that went out the window. I haven't, the Smeal was in an accident. Like the tire blew off of it on the way back from a parade, and I haven't seen it since. And that's been like over a year ago now. I don't know what's going on with it. I wouldn't mind seeing it leave though. It's one ugly truck. You have one engine, one rescue engine, one tanker, and a brush truck. We've downsized my town. My town has currently has 2 engines, a tanker, a tower, brush, 4 ambulances, utility. They have a van, fire chief car, command, fire chief. Well, it's fire chief Tahoe, fire chief command, or not fire chief command, fire command Tahoe, and a rescue. I don't know if I said rescue yet. And a rescue truck. Now, if you include the Smeal, they have 3 engines. If you don't include the Smeal, it's 2 engines. And currently in the station, there's 2 tankers because they have 52 and then tanker 50. But 52 is going to be leaving soon and replaced with tanker 50. Sadly. Still don't know how I feel about the cab on Tanker 50. Like it's got a massive like forehead on it. it's like the size of the rescue cab. It's got a pretty big head on it. I'm kind of curious to see if they like stick with like the new trend around here. Like a lot of stations are dropping their rescue trucks in favor of squads. Like Farmington, they have a Rosenbauer squad. Cannon has a squad. Dover's got 2 of them. Basically, it's everybody's putting pumps on their rescue trucks.
Well, howdy there, fella.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Good, man. Sorry I'm a little late. Well, a lot late.
No, you're the only one here, so it's better late than never.
Nah. Well, that's unfortunate.
Let's go in there getting rid of rescues to go to squads. Oh, wait, no. Farmington still calls hers rescue, but they put a pump on it. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. If I see it in person, like, and not only is it the cab like huge, but I'm not digging the Mars lights on the side. I don't know how I feel about that one, but I don't know who designed this truck. I mean, the last truck was 54 is like perfection. Like, it's beautiful. Not as beautiful as 52. 52, I should say 52 is perfection. 54 is a beautiful truck. I just don't know who designed Tanker 50. Like, how they go from 54, which is just a beautiful truck, to you know, Tanker 50, which is like the redheaded stepchild to 54. Yeah, Mars light. No, it has a rotary on it too. It's a rotary on in the grill, and then Mars lights on each side of it. Here, I can pull it up. Pierce MFG. New deliveries. I kind of dig that the picture of the truck is in the snow too. I like that. My new favorite town, looks like their truck got complete. Or my new favorite department, Goochland. I love it. Ever since I seen that, I was like, that's my new favorite, Goochland. Here it is. Hyundai sucks. There you go. There's the link for it. Yeah, it's got a rotary on the front and Mars lights on each side. It's got a big head. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't. It's not terrible. It's not great though. Definitely not as good as 52 though. I have no clue what I'm planting. I know Tyler wants more soybeans, so do we just do soybeans? Maybe we do this all here in soybeans, and then do this all in corn. Oh wait, we have this massive field over here. So maybe we do all this in corn, all this in soybeans, and then we make this like. And we can do this all in soybeans too, and then do these in like wheat or something. Just something to get some straw.
So what are you working on?
It looks like I'm getting ready to start planting.
Oof.
Yeah. Before I do that, I'm going to go grab a drink, though.
Swell.
swear, one of these days, it's gonna get me a damn porta potty so I can go to the bathroom when I need to.
You know, or one of those like those things for the old people. That kind of looks like a walker, but it's got a toilet thing, just like a little bucket underneath it. Just sit on that.
Wait, you mean tell me they don't have like cheat commands on console? Like, oh, dude, I could get like a 5-gallon attachment, and I can just run a tube, like make like a S shape that goes into a 5-gallon bucket. You just have a cup with a hose on it in the front end. Dude, brilliant, Steve. And collect all the toys that earn 1 million. Meanwhile, you know, actually, I think isn't the easy dev tool out for console? I'm pretty sure it is, and I think you can add money through that. I'm gonna look into that. Nice, Chad. The ones for FS17 are so much better cooked. 19's ones were kind of boring. Yeah, I think easy dev mode or easy dev controls. If you want the every single cheat code in your game, Steve, look into that. See if that's available for console, because that thing will, you could change everything. Cook, I might have a solution for you. See you, Michael. Thanks for stopping by, man. Unplug your internet. This is gonna sound completely dumb, but trust me on this. Go with me. Unplug your internet or disconnect your internet from your computer. Like, you can unplug the Ethernet cable. You can like shut it off in your settings. Whatever's easier for you. Turn off your internet and launch Firing Sim 17. If it launches, no problem. I have a solution for you. Sounds ridiculous, I know. I thought the same thing, but it actually worked. Oh, hey, Brandon. When did you sneak in here? No? Okay.
I think just a second ago.
Okay, I just looked up and saw his name.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Brandon. When did you sneak in here?
Like a minute ago.
Wow.
So how you two doing?
Just dandy.
Oh, I'm good. Other than my indoor grill went bad, I'm good.
Well, no.
Yeah.
That's super sad.
The coil like cracked, and then I was brave enough to still use it. I was like, I got a fire extinguisher. Everything goes bad, and I was heating it up to throw some steaks on it. I heard a zap and it fried. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had to put the steaks in the pan, and
Ugh, gross.
it just wasn't the same.
Listen, no meat should be cooked in a pan. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Wait, hang on here.
Gordon Ramsay says the best way to cook steaks in a pan, and
Well, right. So
I did it his way. It did turn
In a
out
cast
horrible.
iron pan,
but-
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cast iron pan's fine.
Yeah, that's
I'm talking
what it
about like a
was.
regular pan.
Oh no.
Like, no thanks. Cast iron's okay.
Yeah, it was a cast iron pan.
I can go down a rabbit hole with that one, but I'll keep it to myself.
You got something against cast iron?
Blackstone is a cast iron, technically.
It's a skillet.
It's
It's a
well,
flat top.
it's a similar.
It's basically the same thing. Yes.
Yeah, it's not cast iron. I'm pretty sure it's like a seasoned steel that you have to care for the same way that you do a cast iron pan. But I don't think it's cast iron because that grill will be way heavier.
Yeah, I was very say that's a heavy.
I'll say it's not cast iron, like an actual cast iron,
No.
because it's welded on the bottom, so it's
Yeah.
definitely not a true cast iron.
Right. It's just you have to care for it the same way.
Yeah, because it's a type of iron.
Hey, Phoenix, for this
Needs a-
trailer that you have here,
What trailer?
What? the trailer that you have here for to harvest grapes,
Yeah.
that's a kind of a weird thing. It's needs a gooseneck, right?
No, semi.
Oh, just only semi.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, you trying to try and pull it with the Toyota?
No.
You were you?
I was thinking about trying it. No, it's still up on the lifts. The thing is sadly useless. That's why it stays in the lift.
Yeah, no, it's a semi-truck.
It's a semi. Okay. Just checking.
I mean, if you got a truck with a pickup with a fifth wheel, you might be able to. I don't know. Maybe a flatbed, but that's about it.
Okay, just checking, because if I can do everything on my own, I was going to. I actually don't know when I can fertilize these again. It's still technically the same day as last Friday, right?
No, it's next day.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, because
What are you fertilizing?
I slept when I came in tonight.
Grapes.
Did it work?
I believe probably once every growth.
No, you can
How many
fertilize them
stages
twice.
are there for grapes, I should ask?
It's a completely different system. So like they just grow on their own. You just kind of like help them out.
Yeah, but
there's
there's
no,
got to be some type of a stage
Alright.
system, right?
So let me
Because
find
you
it.
don't
Right.
go from being harvested straight to plum ripe grapes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Because like the vines stay in place and everything like that. you
Yeah, I
know,
realize that. I mean, I've worked on a vineyard
like,
before,
redo it.
but
Yeah, you just take
you
the
have to
grapes
start
out of it.
from a
You don't
small
strip it.
grape though and grow up.
Yeah, I don't
I don't know
Yeah,
how the
so-
Giants did it for this, but
don't really see the individual grapes that well. But what you have to go on is like
Good night, Shane.
the grass that grows in between the rows, and then the amount of fertilizing, and you can fertilize twice before,
Let me go ahead and mute this.
like from the time that you harvest to the time.
All right, so you have to do what it says on the screen here. So you hit the Windows plus R key, and then type in System Properties Advanced, all one word, no quotations. Click OK. Then when the window comes up, click on the Advanced tab. At the bottom, I think it says Environment Variables, and then you click System Variables, click on New, and then you type in this in the window that pops up. Click OK, and then you restart. It should work. It seems complicated, but it's fairly simple, I promise you, and it works. I've done it twice now, because when I upgrade it to 22, when I upgrade it to Windows 11, I had to do it, and then when I downgrade it to Windows 10, I had to do it. So it worked for me. If pulling your internet out works, it launches is fine. This will fix your 17 problems. I don't know if your comments are getting removed, because I didn't see it. I didn't see where you said something. Let me go in here. No, I would not be interested in it. Okay. Oh, it's right there. Holy shit, it worked. I missed that comment completely. Yeah, if you need it again, let me know. Alright. Oh, you two are quiet now.
You're muted up, me.
Oh yeah, I was explaining how to get their game working. I was like, because you two were in the middle of talking, and I was like, I'll not interrupt their conversation. I'll just mute real quick and explain it.
Yeah, I saw it. Steve said that Brandon could use a good walk.
Yeah.
But dude, I want to walk so badly.
Walk outside or walk?
No, like
W-O-K.
Okay. Like the
Cooking tool.
yeah,
Oh.
it's like a
Wait, you call it-
slanted edge.
What do you
walk.
call it?
A walk.
Deep. It's a walk. W-O-K.
I call it work. Or yeah, I guess it is a walk. I
There's no
actually have
R.
one. I have one of those bands. Bought it a couple years ago. Never used it. Never had a chance.
Why would you buy a walk and not use it?
I mean, with the Blackstone, you don't really need a walk because it does the same thing essentially.
Yeah, but you can't do the whole
Like, you can't do
flipping
that.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's
I
what
was doing the
if
motion, but I didn't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, which is sad. You're just like you can't do the whole.
Yeah,
The thing.
I will
the thing.
say I cannot wait until I get a grill back again.
What's up, Lucas?
I
How are
miss the
you?
grill.
Yeah, I just fired up the Blackstone for the first time.
I haven't
Last
yet.
Monday for the season. It's been under wraps, and I've been, like I've said numerous times, part of like the Blackstone Facebook group, and now is the time of year where everyone's like uncovering their griddles for the first time, and they're like, "Oh, like can someone help me out with this?" And it's like either completely rusted through or
I'm
like
so goddamn
it's like
annoyed
covered
about
in
that.
bugs.
That's my
and-
biggest pet peeve. Is that?
Dude, I was so scared. So normally I won't like uncover the griddle until like like a half hour before I start making dinner, and I did it like 3 hours before because I figured I was gonna have to like scrape it down and re-season it and start from scratch, just going through
Oh,
the
you don't
winter.
want to know how I re-seasoned mine last year.
And I uncovered it, and it was smooth and shiny, like nothing on it. It was like, oh, it was good to go. It's like, wow, that is fantastic. Cooked right on it. The key is, and it's the worst thing to use. Like everyone's like, oh, use bacon grease, or that's what most people say is the
Yeah.
best thing to use.
Which I don't use that.
It's also horrible for you. I was using canola oil, and that was fine, but it was leaving like a weird residue on it.
I use olive oil and vegetable oil.
What the hell happened
So
to the
I don't use
barrel?
olive oil because it has the lowest smoke point, and living so close to people on like either side of me, I don't want my grill to be like smoking if it gets above like 300 degrees.
That's the one thing about my grill. It never goes on high. I always keep it on the lowest possible setting.
Yeah,
Right.
I keep it at like between low and medium.
Now, if I'm dressing the grill, then I
up,
crank it
Lucas?
up on
Oh,
high
I said
just
hi
to
to
get
you,
done
yeah.
faster and better. But
Yeah, but the problem is it takes forever to heat up to that. Like if you crank it on high, it takes like another 5 minutes for it, like the metal, to warm up
well, I
to
know.
that level. So by the time you do
Then
it,
half the tank's gone by then.
right. But I use canola oil because it has one of the highest smoke points. Because I think it's like in the 400s. But I was using that for a while, and then I just went back to just like straight up butter.
I use margarine
Can't
beat
beat butter.
for
Yeah.
post-seasoning. Sometimes pre-seasoning, but
So like if I'm gonna slap something down on the Blackstone, I will take like essentially the size of a pat of butter, then put it on there, and then swirl it all around, and then put whatever I'm cooking right on there, on top of it, and then when I'm done, I scrape everything off, and then I season it with canola oil, and that has seemed to work like pretty flawlessly. But yes, Steve, sesame seed oil will work. It's all about preference because
I never
also-
used that before.
it also affects depending on what you're cooking. Yeah, and canola oil is like a pretty neutral, but sesame oil, you can kind of taste the sesame in it, which I'm not a fan of. Otherwise, I would use that because it is a lot healthier.
Really. Never knew that, but I'm not really a health nut that in depth.
Yeah, because I mean, if I were not concerned in the slightest about my health, I would be using bacon grease for.
See, I don't like bacon grease, so I guess I'm already being healthier.
Like,
I do love bacon though, so.
yeah, my wife doesn't like bacon that much.
Really?
She doesn't like many foods.
Least favorite food that you guys cook at home?
My least favorite
Hers.
food? Hers? Well, that's the thing is we don't have it. Because she doesn't like it. Like we have to cook for two.
Well, I mean, you cooked it before and she doesn't like it to the point you don't cook it again, I guess.
Oh, there's already an existing list of things that I don't cook because
Oh,
she
there's
doesn't
an
like it.
actual list. Okay.
Yeah, there's not, and like very rarely is there new food that's being tried. She's not. So yeah, my thing is, I'll try everything once, at least.
Yeah.
At least, because how are you gonna know if you like it or not? But
I mean, I never tried lobster before, but I'm down to try it.
I've tried it. Of course,
So
everybody
she
tells me
won't-
I got a bad thing because it was.
I don't say, you know, like, you're
It
allergic
was
to
like
seafood.
rubbery, so like everybody said it was a bad. I should give it another shot.
I mean,
I wouldn't mind.
it depends on how you have it. So like lobster roll, if you do just like lobster and butter, it's okay, but you get more of that kind of like rubbery chewiness. Now, if you do like a lobster roll that has little like pieces of celery and mayo mixed in, oh yeah, on
Well,
a toasted bun.
And we got it from, or my wife got it from Outback, and it was like chewing on like a pencil
Oh, yeah.
eraser, and
think we
it had
talked about
no
this before.
flavor. So
And it was like, that's why, because you don't get lobster from Outback.
it's a steakhouse.
It's a steakhouse, yeah. It's not a
The
seafood
steakhouse is
place.
good
where
at-
lobster is. That's a
The
seafood
steakhouse
place.
is good as shrimp
But
and
in-
lobster.
Phoenix's defense, like, you know, like he doesn't live in a place, well, yes, near the coast. Like, they're not big for lobster.
Yeah, no,
I live in
Crabs
like, lobster.
galore.
I live in Lobster Central.
yeah.
So everywhere we go has lobster roll, and it's always fresh. And there's a difference between having a fresh lobster roll and then like lobster that's been shipped to a chain restaurant.
I will say I wouldn't mind trying
Where'd my tractor go?
crawfish. I've been watching a shorts on
See, that doesn't do it for me.
what? Crawfish?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's one of those things. Like I said, I know I
I'll
just
try
said I'd
once,
everything.
but
Yeah, I don't. You know, having like the legs and stuff. Like, no.
here's the one. I will never eat clams. That's
Clams
one
are-
thing I will never try.
Like scallops.
Clams
Oh,
that you like eat.
Yeah, like scallops.
I guess if that's what they're called, then yes. I'll never eat one of those.
Yeah, dude. Scallops are delightful.
You see, I'd rather try
Well,
a
there were
lobster
scallops.
than shell or than
Scallops,
Clams.
whatever.
Okay, make sure I was like, what the hell are scallops? I was like, what are scallops?
At first, I thought you
Scallops.
meant scalloped potatoes, like the slices of potatoes.
No.
And I was like, those are really good too.
Well, yes, those are good too, but yeah, the one that I can't get behind is, and like my brother loves them, my wife loves them, is like raw
Put
oysters.
down-
Nope. Any raw seafood I cannot eat. I'm not going to try it.
I'm glad
Oh,
to help.
sushi's good, man. You gotta have
I
sushi.
hate seafood.
I never had sushi before.
I've never
Oh.
had sushi before. My youngest one
What?
eats the hell out of it, and I've looked at it a couple
Sushi's
times. I
bomb.
was like, okay, maybe, and then just the smell just kind of like makes me go, I can't.
It's
I
raunchy
just don't
coming out
like
the other
soup.
end.
I mean-
soup.
It looks good,
Sufi.
but
Seafood though.
Sufi.
Soup.
I've never heard of it before.
That's not a thing. He's
Oh,
mixed up his words.
oh.
Yeah, my words are coming out faster than my brain can process it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it combined sushi and seafood to
Sufi.
Sufi.
Dude, sushi is. I went to this place one time. We like got really fancy one evening, like before we, got engaged and all that stuff. So I was still trying to
Impress.
Yeah, because we went to the ballet, and
Oh, you're one of those people. Go to
no,
ballet.
I'm not.
You
No.
sure?
Yeah, no, she wanted to go. I was
Oh.
like, "Okay." And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Then beforehand, we went into went to Chinatown, which is right by where the theater is, and went to a sushi place where they make it right in front of you. And man, those guys they're talented.
I mean, I went to
It's
Giant
so
Eagle
cool to
and I
watch,
saw them
too.
make it in front of me, but
That's pretty cool. And then they just hand it to you, just like oh sweet. And that's one of the few things that I don't know. It's kind of disgusting how they make it.
man.
I mean, anything raw fish is disgusting. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it tastes, but when you have it, it tastes amazing. It's great.
And see, I'm
Yeah,
not
raw
a,
oysters, I can't get behind.
I'm not a huge fan of avocado either, so that's why it also kind of checks out sushi. Avocado and sushi.
I never had
Avocado.
avocado,
Right.
so
What?
Avocado's so good.
I hate it.
never had
Hey,
one.
you
So
don't like guac?
No, I don't like guacamole. I have tried both separately, and I can't get into it.
What? Tried what separately?
I've tried avocado, and I've also tried guacamole. Like,
But guacamole is just mashed up avocado with
with stuff in
some
it.
lime. Yeah, with some lime juice and a pepper and some onion, maybe.
Yeah, no, I can't do that either.
Oh,
Check
it's good.
out
I will
guacamole.
say, that was something that was an acquired taste for
Pretty
me
good, Chandler.
because
Thanks for asking.
when I first had guacamole, I was like, I don't know, it's got a weird consistency,
See,
weird
what
texture.
People
the taste is
say it's
kinda
an acquired
bland.
taste. It's like I just keep drinking it or eating it until I finally gave them my body. Is like, all right, this is okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's essentially what it is. So I tried it, and it was before guacamole or avocado became this massive trend that it is now. And I had it before, and I was like, no, this isn't it. I don't really like it. And then when it became big, I had it, and I was like, oh, okay. I get it now. And I don't know if it's just because I got older. And no, that can't be it.
Yeah, we did this whole thing.
Or they tweaked the recipe. Maybe they tweaked the recipe on it or something. They had to have.
We had to do this thing in middle school where we had to we were in home ec and we had to try foods from around the world and had to try hummus and then guacamole and
Hummus. You have to get the different flavored hummus.
Oh
That's where
my
it's
God,
at.
no.
The plain hummus sucks. You gotta do so. We have everything.
I think I'd rather
red.
eat ass than eat hummus again, and I will never eat ass.
Dude, you gotta do the flavor. We have everything bagel hummus.
everything bread just is disgusting. Just putting that out there.
No, it's the seed. They put
I don't
the
like
everything
everything
bagel
bagels
seasoning
either.
and mix it into. Oh, okay. Well then,
I'm a plain
You're
bagel
fucked.
kind of guy with some strawberry
Yeah.
cream cheese.
Just give me butter on my toast. I'm fine.
God, I'm dealing with the most simple
Basic
palate.
dosage.
Yeah, the most simple palated people.
Dude, I tried hummus once, and I will never, ever, ever put that
But hummus is
anywhere near
hummus
my
is one of
mouth
those
hole ever
things-
again.
Hummus was one of those things too. As a kid, I tried it and I was like, "Oh, gross! This tastes like ass." And then I tried it again. I don't know. I started eating hummus probably 3 or 4 years ago again. I was like, "Oh yeah, this shit's good." Because I realized that I can no longer get the Fritos brand like nacho dipping sauce for my chips anymore because like I just can't.
I know, right, Steve?
It's not good for me. But gotta, dip my chip in something. So I'm finding these alternatives, and it's like, yeah, like, is it as good as like the Fritos French onion dip or the Fritos nachos cheese dip, something like that? No, not at all. And I could crush an entire can of that in one sitting. But you gotta
Maybe
make
I'll
do.
get cheese dip.
Cheese dip.
Well, you're talking about Fritos.
Oh, like nacho cheese dip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you eat yours cold or heated?
I'm too lazy to heat it.
Okay.
I don't like cheese that much to eat cheese dip.
Jesus. Oh my god.
What do you like? That's
Yeah,
not
that's what I was
meat-based?
thinking.
What do I like that's not meat based?
Yeah, like if you have to have a snack, what do you snack on?
Like I got grapes
Chips?
in the fridge.
Oh,
My go-to.
Steve nailed it. The beer cheese.
I never
That's
had that.
so
He
good.
had a
It's got-
beer. Okay, listen. He had
It's
a
got some
beer
mustard in it.
cheese French fry flatbread earlier.
Oh my god, that sounds delightful.
What?
Yeah,
don't
have you
know
ever had
about
beer
this.
cheese? It's got like a little bit of spice to it. It's got like a little bit of, and I don't like mustard by any
I hate mustard.
sense. Yeah, exactly. But beer cheese has some mustard seed in it, or at least mustard. And you can taste it, but it's not like it doesn't
I
taste
can't
like
eat regular
mustard. but
cream cheese either.
Yeah, you
Dylan,
can tell
but
it's
I
in
can
there.
pound a
It's
cheese.
so good. Other than that, mustard sucks. Shouldn't even be a
Nice.
condiment.
Yeah, what he said. Same with tomatoes. Same with ketchup.
No, don't.
Well,
No.
so here's the thing. So my wife won't eat anything that has ingredients that she doesn't like in it. For example,
Really?
she doesn't like sour cream.
That's one condiment I can eat. Sour cream.
I love sour cream.
I hate anything
So wait,
cottage
she doesn't
cheese
like
or sour
ranch?
cream.
Like ranch
No,
dip?
she doesn't like. No, she doesn't really like salad dressing.
No,
Wait,
like
what?
ranch dip. Like
Listen, before we met, she would eat her salads without salad dressing.
Any type of dressing.
I used to be
How
the
can you
same
just
way.
eat a-
I used to just put
No.
vinegar on mine,
Yeah. God,
like red
no.
wine vinegar.
Just
Yeah,
give me a
I
whole
think-
gallon of ranch and I'll be happy.
Or like a little, or like a little olive oil or something like that, just to make it not like just painful to eat.
I will say this: I cannot stand olive.
Dude, I can
oils,
eat salad without
restaurants,
anything on it.
Salads.
I love salad. Just
I love salad too, but I can't stand olive oil.
I don't like the-
Olive Gardens.
I don't like the acidic dressings. I like the more like, olive oil based dressings. Those are good. But anything that's like vinaigrette or balsamic or anything like that, like no,
I don't
thanks.
do the balsamic shit either.
It doesn't need to be acidic. Doesn't need to be like. Well, but so my wife won't eat anything that she knows has ingredients she doesn't like in it. So, for example, she was making
That's what my
a coffee
wife
cake
threw me down.
this past weekend, and the
You can handle that smell, or you like
drizzle.
coffee cakes?
No, this one actually had espresso in it, so it was
Ew.
like, yeah. But the drizzle that you put over the top called for sour cream,
And she was like, "Nope, hard no."
right? So she used like Greek yogurt instead. But
That's
the
just
thing is
dry.
like the end result is going to taste good, but the fact that it has an ingredient that you don't like in it, therefore you won't have it. So my biggest play is that her only condiment that she likes is barbecue sauce. She hates ketchup.
I'll say ketchup is in.
Yeah,
Technically, it's in barbecue
thank you.
sauce.
Yeah, I make my own barbecue sauce.
Do you put ketchup in it?
It's 90% ketchup.
Make sure you don't tell her that because
I have. I tell her that. I remind her of that constantly.
See, I can eat stuff that has stuff that I don't like. Like I can eat barbecue sauce, knowing that there's ketchup in it, but I don't like ketchup straight up. I just don't like it. Now you throw some seasoning and stuff in it. Yeah.
Have you had like all natural ketchup, where it's not like processed ketchup?
Doubtful. No. But I don't like tomatoes either. So.
I will suggest. Well, I don't
fair.
like tomatoes either, but I love ketchup. Makes no sense, but anyway. Try Heinz Simple or Simply. It's actually good.
I'm good.
Anything that's
It's less acidic. It's less burning taste or bitter
Brandon,
taste.
anything that's produced by Heinz is going to be processed to some extent because they're mass producing it. You have to get like local ketchup.
Well, I ain't shitting no around here.
Yeah, you ain't buying that shit around here.
Well,
We country bumpkins. We don't have that shit.
Yeah, well, we just got a bunch of hipsters around here where everyone's just like, oh, this is our own everything.
Everybody makes their own ketchup.
No. It's you go to a farmer's market.
One of those.
I was waiting. So a farmer's market
I
is...
know what the hell they are. I've been to them.
Oh, okay.
I ain't not that stupid.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised because it's... I mean, I'm sure it's a little different around here than it is down there where it's purely like produce, but...
Yeah, around here, farmers markets, you have all kinds of shit in there, and not just produce.
Yeah, it's a bunch of just random homemade shit that people make that's just absolute trash. But it's like, oh, so support your local businesses, so you gotta buy their stupid shit. Well, you don't have to. Why? I don't, because I'm like, that's stupid. Like, homemade soap? I don't need homemade soap.
I've been a little bit bougie about my soap recently, so...
You bougie?
Wait, I want to hear what is bougie soap for you?
Dr. Squatch.
Like, Dial. Are you doing like homemade soaps or like bars of soap?
No, I don't make it. God, no.
No, I mean not make it, but like...
Dude, if I could make my own, I'd make it smell like diesel fumes.
I'm honestly surprised
No,
no one
just
has done
smell.
that before, to be honest.
Why would you want to just smell like... It's not this... Okay, so here's the
It's
thing.
the best fucking scent ever.
Yes,
What?
it smells great while you're washing yourself, but then other people have to be around you
Oh,
afterwards.
shit. If
This is
I'm
what-
drenched in motor oil, I really don't give a shit.
I'm sorry, but I don't think... Like, if I was sitting in my office, in my little cubicle, and then the person in the cubicle next to me had washed themselves with, like, you know, Octane 86 scented gasoline soap, like, I would actually like that.
I don't want to smell like gasoline. Gasoline stinks. I'm talking about the fumes
doesn't.
out of a fucking like a diesel pickup truck is like one of the best smells ever. And if I make you turn around and walk away from me, well then I don't want to be your friend anyway, because diesel fume is the best smell in the world.
It's the most deadliest, but goddamn, it's the best smelling ever.
They sell diesel scented candles on Amazon? Shut up.
Who's the
Bet.
manufacturer? Who's the manufacturer? That's gonna be the big difference.
Dylan coming through with the
If it's Yankee, I will buy that bitch tonight.
Yankee does not have that.
Only Yankee candles for Brandon. Boozy.
No, I'm just
boozy
saying.
bitch.
No. Yankee is the best smelling because it's the best.
Yeah,
There's other candle brands I have.
Brandon's bougie now.
Diesel
Hey,
fuel
Will.
scented candle.
We only do Magnolia candles around here now.
100% soy wax hand poured candle. Rolling coal.
Oh my god, you know what'd be awesome? Is if just like the flame, not the flame itself, but like it just produced like this thick black smoke.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
Right? My wife actually asked me recently because there was this truck that just took off from a stoplight and it just blew black smoke out of it, and I was just like, oh, rolling coal over there. She's like, what does that mean? And I was like,
Until she doesn't get on the internet much.
No, I was like, well, I mean, that's a good question because it's like with a diesel truck that like spools up and then like accelerates quickly, it spews black smoke from the exhaust.
Technically,
rolling cold.
It's excess fuel that hasn't fully burned. Technically,
it's still coming out of the exhaust.
Yes.
So
because that's the only way you're supposed to go.
Right. So my definition is correct. It's black smoke coming out of the exhaust.
It's black because the soot.
Yeah, I didn't get into the specific. I just said, like, I was gonna be like, oh, because the internal combustion engine doesn't fully process the fuel, it spews it out. Like, no.
I know. You couldn't get that technical. She would be asking 1,000 more questions if it actually worked.
Hey, dear. Can we get a diesel scented candle? Haha!
And bought.
I sent you the link on Amazon. She said sure.
I would actually have to smell that thing in person before I actually would buy it
Dylan
online.
says his buddy bought two and said it smelled like diesel exhaust, so I'm on board. Now if only can find the soap.
Your whole family's gonna pass out from carbon monoxide poisoning.
We're gonna come out looking like coal miners every day.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, whew, barely made it through the night, but damn, did it smell good.
You okay there?
It's like hashtag worth it.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, jeez. That's wild.
Now's the time to buy it because if it stinks like hell, like we're gonna move by the end of April, so like we won't have to live with it for that long.
Right? Yeah. You're just gonna have like black stains on the ceiling.
That's why I don't burn candles.
No, that would never happen, Brandon. Like in a million years, that would never happen. It's
I'm
not
just
like
saying, I don't burn candles
smoking.
just because of the flame inside of a building. I just don't.
What are you fucking kidding me?
So what, you light your candles outside?
Why?
I don't like candles at all.
So why do you have
what?
candles?
No warmers.
What?
I use them as warmers, not actual candles.
You use little candles, like Yankee candles, for heat.
No, they go in a warmer to melt them, then you get the aroma. Look up wax warmers.
Fuck is
We
a
have around the house.
warmer? Oh my god. So it's like incense.
It's basically you take the smell, the wax, put it on top of a dish with a high intensity bulb.
It's incense. Candle warmer. Oh my god. Is this...
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a little wax things
my
you put in
God.
and you light some. Wait, you still have something to burn underneath it? Oh wait, no, you
it's a
plug it
bulb.
in. You plug it in. It's electric.
Boogie woogie woogie.
I'm not gonna ask what that's from.
It's a song, Brandon. You never heard that song? It's electric. Boogie woogie woogie.
I don't think so.
It's like, what, early 90s, late 80s?
He's never been to the school dance except his prom, so.
No, it wasn't even a prom.
Homecoming.
Homecoming. I almost went to prom, but that's for a rainy day.
So the description on this, I just gotta read
She
it.
basically hard-nosed me.
What? Okay, you know what? I have two opinions on this.
On what?
Because I'm looking at this.
The warmers?
Candle. Yeah. I have two opinions.
Having soap? No way.
Sure.
Like, one, makes total sense. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I like that.
But there's a catch. There's a catch. What is it?
Like, wouldn't that be the same thing as like a fucking like Glade plug-in?
No.
I mean, kind of like
There's blade plugging.
or like Febreze,
Christ.
like a Febreze or something like that. Like it achieves the same thing.
I don't like that shit sprayed on my furniture.
Or like,
You don't like Febreze?
I do like it. I use it. I just don't use it a
likes
lot. Then
Nobody likes Febreze.
Dude, Febreze is amazing.
I did when I was like in college, and I was like trying to spray down some furniture or something like that.
Yeah,
for, like, the weed smell. But
when you're ripping ass all the time, you squirt some Febreze on it, takes it right out.
Brandon, you should look into like diffusers.
we have those as well.
Oh,
That's what we use primarily now.
I can't even
The
imagine.
wax melters are like really popular. Even JT's all about it.
Can't even imagine what your place smells like. Just like a cluster of a. Does it smell like a perfume shop?
No.
Mine's about to smell like a damn Power Stroke engine.
Right now we're using lavender in the house.
So you align your candles with your diffusers.
Yes.
It's a coordinated thing.
Mostly, yes. Now my room would.
So it's not like the calendar of like, oh, this week is lavender, next week's gonna be.
No. It's whatever we feel like picking up at the store.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Sometimes it's lavender, sometimes it's apple and cinnamon, sometimes it's pine, sometimes it's.
You guys are really close to your mic when you said pine. Jeez.
Well, I kind of got a new mic stand, and it kind of popped off the dual monitor stand. So it's kind of halfway on the dual monitor stand, and I don't want to move it too much, so it's kind of close to my face. Yeah. Do you want me to explain that to you again?
No, I wasn't paying attention the first time. Sorry, I was messaging my wife.
Oh,
Of course.
I like it.
I wish I had a triple monitor stand so I can put both monitors up and have my mic on the third pull.
I have a triple monitor stand if you want it. You just need probably above your desk. Like, I can't use it here because I have a slanted ceiling. But you probably need like 3 feet above your desk.
Oh, I got plenty of that.
Okay. I can assure you that some of the hardware would be included, but like screws and stuff, no promises.
Well, yeah, because the screws should be part of with the monitor. Or are you talking about the screws to mount it?
The screw, because you need like a slightly longer screw to mount it.
Wait, is it a bolt on or a clamp onto the desk?
Oh, it's so the clamp itself is like it screws into the back of the desk. Like not like it doesn't make like no, it doesn't like screw into the desk. It's like a twisty thing, and it's like a clamp.
Twisty thing.
Yeah, just screw clamp.
Sorry, I kind of got distracted by you saying twisty thing.
Yeah, it's a screw clamp. But it'll hold, I don't know what size your monitors are now.
My big one's 24, 27 inch, the one that's broken. And my little 19 inch has been with me since day one of having a computer.
Okay. Well, also, I can actually send you those monitors. I was holding on to them, and I don't.
Did you figure out your 4K issue yet?
So what I have to do is, so I got new I got
here we go.
Yeah, I got two. I mounted my big monitor
Okay.
and my old 27-inch monitor, and these mounts have like the swivel capability, so it'll work for work and it'll work for gaming. But no matter what, it'll still default to my lower resolution monitor for work. So I can't use these monitors for work anymore. So yeah, they gotta go. But the triple mount system won't work for 3 27-inch monitors. It'll do
I
it.
don't need 27. I don't need 3. I just need 2. Then one for this mic, the boom stand, or the microphone stand, microphone shotgun stand.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those words.
All right.
And Steve, it's not a actual mic stand. It's a desk lamp stand that I converted into a microphone stand. I might have a photo of it.
Yeah, I'm going back to see if I have a picture of my... No, I don't.
Oh, you want to know something else about Pennsylvania?
Sure.
The biggest coal power plant is actually located close to me and up in Homer City. It's actually starting to shut down for July. It's going to be completely shut down in July.
Why?
Due to the cost of coal being astronomical in price. And the summer months, or the winter months, have been really warm recently for the last quite a few years here. And they've been decided to shut it down. Also, fun fact, that power, from what I've been told, goes up to New York City. It doesn't even power around here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. And put that in admin chat. That's similar. Similar to what I have. Except if you extend the arms out on the two bottom ones all the way out, if it's a small enough screen, you can slide the top one down to fit in between the bottom
So that
two.
third, higher one would fit behind the two monitors. Okay.
Yeah, so if your monitors are small enough, you can actually... So say... I was using 24-inch monitors before. So say all three of those are 24-inch monitors. You can spread the bottom two all the way out and angle them in, and then slide the top one down in between them. So then you could have 3 monitors like that.
I'm gonna get my ass chewed out for this, but if you look in admin, this is what I made for my shotgun stand
Oh my god.
mic boom thing.
Honestly, I don't even know what that is.
It's originally this was an IKEA desk lamp that you can mount to the wall. Okay. So I took that mount and made a steel plate, went to the 4x4 that a monitor bolt pattern is. So I mounted that to there, and then I just recently got this black stand. It's a heavier duty one, and it fits that same hole. So now it actually matches the whole black theme of the whole desk.
What?
So yeah,
Oh, good lord.
that was a couple years ago with trying to keep everything off the desk for computer wise. But since I have this shotgun stand up on the monitor stand, I can't put my big monitor up on there.
I kind of wish I could do a mount for mine, but I don't think my desk would allow it, because my desk, like the lip on it's like really thin.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I think my mic stand barely clips on. I know, like,
Even if you had a spacer underneath the desk, like a, I don't say a deck board, but like a 1 by something, or 1 by 2 or something.
no, I'm talking about like depth, like, because there's a metal bar that runs across it. So I have
Wait,
my middle
yours-
finger up to my knuckle is all I have.
Wait, you still have the picnic table, right?
No,
Oh, I was gonna say if that's the
I have my
same-
L-shaped desk back. I put that back in here months ago because
Uh,
I don't think they're fixing this carpet or fixing this flooring. Which I've even more. So I had a conversation with her, and I was like, because I've been working on our lease stuff, and I just like, did they ever finalize the floor plan? Because he said the floor plan would roughly be the same, but they're going to change it up a little bit. So I've been curious of how they're going to change it up. And she goes, no, they haven't. They haven't sent me. I'm pretty sure since they're getting ready to start construction that they finalized it, but I haven't seen it. I was like, okay, all right. And she's like, yeah, they change their minds all the time, so it might not be finalized. They could change it tomorrow. And she's like, they don't even know what building they're starting yet. So here we are, packing everything up, and they're not even certain that they're going to start on our building. Oh,
Wow.
I can't make this up. And we're supposed to be moved out by the end of the month, and we have not gotten any like keys or anything to a new apartment or to a temporary apartment yet. And you figure she probably won't be here much next week because next week is Easter week, and usually on the holidays she takes the whole week off, so she probably won't be here. And then the week following that is we have every single one of us have an appointment with our new doctor. So something tells me that week where we're just gonna have like a bunch of running around to do is when they're gonna be like, hey, you can move now. It would have been nice to do it this week, or this coming week, because the kids don't have school, so we could easily get moved and not have to worry about the kids going to school or picking them up from the bus stop and all that. No.
Well, I mean,
I want your 2 cents.
unfortunately, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. It's the problem with renting. I feel the same pain sometimes, is you're kind of at their discretion for everything.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but
Yeah. No, more than kind of annoying.
yeah, you would think though, like, I would imagine
But
they'd
they'd
have
have it
to
a
give
little bit
you
more
at
planned
least
out.
a couple weeks notice. Like,
I mean, check your rental agreement, like, and read it through.
I don't think there's anything in there about renovations.
Well, then I think you found your loophole right there. No, seriously. I mean, you're not going to be the most favored tenant afterwards, but be like, listen, you can't make me leave here.
Oh no, I will gladly pack everything up. They just gotta give me, or I'll gladly move everything to a different apartment while they fix everything, because, like, I'm getting a new oven, I'm getting new everything.
A bunch of
And
shit
someone
needs to
even
be
said that
fixed.
we were even gonna get a dishwasher. I don't know that. I don't remember that part.
You don't have a fucking dishwasher?
No, bud. This
I don't.
apartment was built in like the 80s, bud.
Dishwashers existed back then.
Yeah, but they weren't like super common.
Yeah, they were.
Not in the
Man, must have
80s.
been-
No.
Yeah, they were. It must have been. built
No,
in
it
the
wasn't until
70s.
like. No, it was built in like early 80s. It wasn't until like the early 2000s when it became like
Damn,
a
that
thing.
sucks.
I got a question for you, Feenix, about your apartment.
Oh god. Go ahead.
Go for Phoenix.
Did they do, or you even, has it been even discussed yet if they're going to do a price lock or something
Like not increasing your rent.
for
Oh, yeah,
X
no.
amount of years?
No, they're not increasing it at all.
Is that
Well,
actually
whatever
written
we're
down
paying-
or something?
And whatever we're paying right now is what we're gonna keep. Yeah, no, that was like the big sticking point. Everybody was like, even they even said that
I mean,
for as long as we live out here, we're gonna be paying whatever we've been paying. We're not gonna. It's not. They're not gonna jack up the rent on us.
new appliances, new walls.
no.
I mean, there has to be a catch to it somewhere.
No, there doesn't, because they make so much money in general. Like, listen, no one owns a rental property if it's not profitable for them. So what they're doing now is, like, they probably have some vacant units and stuff, and
They're about 50%
listen.
open out here.
yeah, so they're not going to attract anybody by having appliances and shit from the 80s. So what they have to do is renovate, and they also have to prepare for the future. So they're renovating all of it, and they're getting that money from all of the rent that's been paid over the past decade that they've made money on.
Yeah, so like even so technically it's weird how it's set up here. It's two different technically complexes, I guess. There's 1 and 2. It's all the same people own it and everything, but there's a 1 and a 2. So back in the 2 section, which is my apartment complex 2, they're gonna have 3 bedrooms. They're gonna convert a couple of the 2 bedrooms into 3 bedrooms, and even they're like the people who are currently living in those, their rent is not gonna go up. It will be more rent to rent a 3 bedroom, but if you are currently living in there, until you move out, you will still be paying the price of a 2 bedroom. So they made sure to. A bunch of people made sure to ask that question, and they said no. Yeah, whatever you're paying now, you're going to continue to pay.
Right, because I'm sure they also, in addition to, like, it's a rental place, so, like, there's obviously, like, 2 different types of people that live there. There's long-term tenants and short-term tenants, and they need to be able to, like, they can't afford to lose long-term tenants because it costs more for them to get new tenants, so they have to keep the ones that they have. So they're not going to jeopardize that by jacking up the rent. And it rewards the long-term tenants for being there.
Sticking it out through all
Yeah, because there's also incentive to leave too, you know?
I haven't had a screen door on my back door since the hurricane of like 2012-ish. They keep promising I'm going to get one. I still have yet to get one, so like I might finally get one with the renovation. But no, they made sure that I asked that question. So nothing's gonna go up.
Right.
It goes up every year anyway. So like, cause where I currently live, it was really run down. Actually, two of my brothers lived out here. One when I was like a teenager, and this was like, sort of the ghetto. And right on the other side of the woods is a row of townhomes where my aunt and uncle used to live, and this whole area was completely run down. There was a field. If you turn out of my complex, right diagonal from the entrance is a field that was just constantly overgrown and all kinds of shit. The houses were all like decrepit. They've sunk a ton of money. They've put up a bunch of brand new houses down this road, fixing up everything, making it all look nice. And so my apartment complex is like still looks like a shitty rundown place. And so they're finally catching up with the world. But they've been increasing the rent slowly. Like my rent increased $10. Nothing astronomical, but from the previous lease to this lease, and it keeps going up. When I first moved in here, the max rent, because it goes by your income, the max rent was like $728. Now it's up to, I think it's just below $1,000. I think it might be 1028 now. It was 778 or something. Now it's like 1028 for the max rent.
Damn.
Domino's still won't deliver after dark, though.
I mean, pick your battles.
Yeah. Like, I'm okay if Domino's doesn't want to deliver after dark, as long as I get a new, new stove, new tool. I'm really looking forward to a new tool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you get even if you get a new oven, man, you don't need Domino's. Just get frozen pizza or something.
Because my stove is currently still the same stove that they put in when they built this place. All the numbers are worn off, like on the dials for your stove, like where it says low, medium, high. All that's rubbed off. Half the temperatures on my oven dial are worn off, and the fucking sometimes the oven overcooks stuff. Sometimes it undercooks stuff. You never know what you're gonna get with it. That's why I had a grill and an air fryer, because I never used the fucking oven for anything unless I absolutely have to. But now I'm getting a new oven. It's a whole new world of possibilities.
It's true.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited, but I'm also excited for the new toilet, because our toilet sucks. So.
Are you getting a bidet?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't mind a bidet. I
doubt it.
I doubt we're gonna get one.
That's
but
free.
I wouldn't mind one if we did. I'd try it. I'm anti toilet paper as it is, so.
Huh?
I'm anti toilet paper as it is. Like, I hate toilet paper.
What? You just don't wipe?
I wipe with baby wipes. I don't get doo-doo butt.
You're one of the people that plug the sewer systems.
No.
Yeah, those don't biodegrade.
No.
At all.
They go in trash bags. You just toss it out.
Ew.
Wait, what?
What?
Ew.
You don't do this?
No.
Okay.
No.
I thought it was weird,
but
it's more common than
more.
It's more common than I thought it was.
So you take your baby wipe, your doo-doo baby wipe, and put it in a trash can?
No, it goes in a trash bag, and you take the trash bag out to the dumpster.
After every time?
Yeah.
After every session.
You walk out to the trash dumpster every
You
time.
go out to the dumpster after every poo.
Yeah.
Even if you go twice a day, or sometimes even 3 times a day?
Yeah. Unless I'm, like, sick and I get diarrhea, like, then it's just a one wiper anyway.
That's not
true.
No, that's not right.
I'm not gonna leave it in the house. Stink. What?
And y'all thought I was weird for some of the shit I do?
That's very
This is
fucking
weird.
Yeah.
No offense, Venus, but this is the first
Brandon,
time I've ever heard
I don't
this.
even
Yeah.
want to hear it.
This is new for me.
Yeah, that's right.
I
mean,
thought it was
heard of
weird,
people
but it's
using dude wipes.
This reminds me of this
Flushing them.
TikTok that I saw of the guy who
you
didn't
don't flush
understand
them.
what toilet paper was for, and he was just like, he thought it was for catching the poo.
I mean, it does
So he'd, like,
cause back or
hold
less
his-
backsplash.
Hold his hand. No, he'd hold his hand in the toilet like full of TP, and he would catch the
like
poo
a
coming out of his
catcher's
butt.
mitt.
Oh yeah, and he'd catch the poo coming out of his butt. And that's
Oh,
what he-
and
that's
I'm
what-
weird.
That's what he thought the use of toilet paper was. Well, you know what? You're a close second, man.
Runner up for sure.
I'm not. No, this is a thing. There's other people I've personally met that do this.
I don't
Okay, here's a question. Do you sit or stand to wipe? People in the chat answer as well. This is a debatable question I've been hearing about recently.
I've always wondered that as well.
If I stand or sit to wipe,
Yes.
you've wondered that?
Well, there's a
Not you
weird.
personally.
no,
Oh,
not you
okay.
personally. I read,
No,
I
in
listened
general. Like
to
what
a
is
podcast. It was 75-25.
75% what?
Sit. It was 75-25. 75 people sat.
75% of people sit to wipe. 25 stand.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just curious of how true that was, actually.
Well, Chandler says sit. That's the only response you have so far.
Cook says sit. 2 for sit.
Oh, I only see one.
I see two.
Yeah, Cook County said sit, and then Chandler said sit.
What? Oh, sit. Yeah, right.
Don't worry, I blatantly missed his conversation earlier, where his comment earlier. Steve replied to him, right. It was right. Steve's comment was right under his, and I completely missed his. So you're not alone there. That reminds me. My wife ordered the candle.
Nice.
Bum 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 bum. Oh, that's only 10.50. Ooh. Oh, it's big.
I know I asked you this yesterday, Keller, but I don't know if you actually ever answered.
Wait a
because
minute.
of-
You asked the chat to tell you if they sit or stand, and you don't answer it yourself. That's kind of messed up.
Well, I thought you guys would have said something.
Hang on. There you go.
Sit there, stand and wipe your butt.
Yeah. Why, Chandler, why would you stand to wipe? That doesn't make any sense.
It does, kind of.
Sitting to wipe the butt. So like I'm like a low croucher. Like I will like hover like like a couple inches off the seat. I'm not like standing straight up. Yeah. Low crouch. Steve gets it.
I guess I'm a weird duck for this one.
Low crouch. Yeah, I'm not gonna stand straight up and like. But also, like, if you're straight up. All right. I mean, my question, like, so from the sitting aspect, like, my question, like, so you go in from the front or from the back?
Okay.
What?
Well, you have to lean to the one
Who
side to get
wipes
from the
from
side.
the back to the front?
What? I don't know. So you go in from the back. So do you just like lean up on one cheek and get in there?
Oh wait, what side you go? I thought you
From
meant
the
like
side.
wiping, like who wipes from back to front? Like
No,
you wipe
nobody
from front to
should
back.
ever do that. But I'm saying if you're sitting,
Okay, that's why I was confused. All right, sorry,
yeah.
my
But
bad.
if you're sitting and doing it, then you gotta either do like reach all the way in there and go front to back, or
That's what she said.
you gotta go up on. You gotta go up on one cheek, right? You do like the one cheek sneak and throw your hand down in there, right?
I don't trust to do a one cheeker. Like I'm afraid the fucking
Yeah.
toilet seat's gonna snap.
Alright, so Phoenix is a stander. We got that.
It's just easier to stand. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay, I'm with Brandon on this one.
Less likely to get your hand in the water if you.
How fucking high is your water?
Well, listen, you either like sitting. You either have to if you're doing, the one cheeker. All right, Chandler, I knew it. So it's not truly sitting. It's like you're not sitting
You're
flat
leaning
on
to
a
the
toilet
side.
wiping your ass. And the only way you can do that is reach down and do a back to front wipe. That's the only way you can.
Welcome to our shit talk, Sean. Sorry.
Yeah. You know what? It's a pretty dull Friday night. We're just trying to spice it up a little bit.
Half the guys are not here, so we gotta think of something off the rock.
Listen, it's an interesting debate, and you know what? I was just checking what you
This
said.
is the whole conversation for JT. That's the sad part.
I know.
No, he hasn't
But I was
here,
actually
so-
just checking that, and like Reddit, it's a continuing debate.
It is.
And
I mean, it's easier just to stand and get done and leave
yeah,
instead of trying to lean over and.
Chandler
potentially
can't
fall
understand. Chandler cannot fathom, like cannot comprehend the stand wipe philosophy. So
off. I mean, it's easier and less chance of your fingers going and dipping in the water. Just saying, that's it.
I just don't get how high your water's sitting in your bowl.
Who says it has to be how high the water is?
listen, Chandler just admitted he's doing the one cheeker. He's leaning up, like he's leaning over on one cheek, so he's not truly sitting down.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than it's technically sitting. It's not hovering over the bloody thing.
But listen, just hover. You get a workout in. Like, maybe break a sweat, depending how many wipes you need. And
Dude, I've already broken sweat taking this shit. I'm not gonna break another one and wipe it.
Oh, shit, you could laugh today. That was it. That was it.
Sean's giving you a thumbs down tonight.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Jesus.
It's very important. I'm gonna go to the Reddit.
There is probably a subreddit
okay.
about that, to be honest. There's a lot of shit on Reddit.
Yeah, he says no one else is answering. You shift your weight to one leg / butt cheek and lift up the other. Like, I feel like that's a lot of effort.
It is. Like I said, it's easier just to stand
no,
and
you
get it
shift
over with.
you shift all your weight to one side, like that, you know, them little pegs on the bottom of the toilet seat, like them things slide. And I'm just concerned if I do that, that the seat's gonna slide and snap. All right.
All right, there's a lot going on with this because there's a lot of variables too. Because it's like someone said I didn't know you could wipe standing up. Do your cheeks not mush it all together?
No, they don't. I'm just saying that.
And then someone commented, said standing, quote unquote, to wipe is actually more of a half stand, half squatting position.
No.
Right. And then someone said, in my experience, no. And then someone said, maybe your toilet's too small. Oh, wow. Oh, that's very elaborate.
It's Reddit. They get very detailed on things.
See, I wouldn't say like I'm a full stander. Like I'm kind of like lean forward. Like I'm not fully standing up. I don't know if it's not like a crouch, but it's definitely not like a full stand. Like I'm not like standing up and my cheeks clenched together or something.
So what I was wondering about like the full sitters is like if you're full sitting, and now that I'm realizing that you just like leaning over to one side, like if you're leaning over to one side and stuff, why don't you just like crouch a little bit? That would be so much easier. It seems like such an inconvenient step to just like go back and forth like that. I don't get it. But I'm also not like full up, like standing up, like drop trow. Like wiping insane. Just a cute little squat. Just a cute little squat.
Little squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do that for that long. I just stand up. It's a lot easier. I mean, if you only wipe once, okay.
Standing makes it spread around your cheeks. Okay.
I mean,
Kind of look like a kid with chocolate all around his mouth.
Standing up, it's like what a kindergartner does. Steve, is that like going to the urinal and just dropping full trow to take a whiz at the urinal?
You guys don't do that?
No. No.
My friend in high school used to do that just for fun.
No. No.
The only people I've ever seen do that are drunk people in Walmart. They just drop their pants to their ankles and stand at the urinal. It's just like, bud, your ass is hanging out. I used to work at Walmart, and I used to work till the night shift came in, so I've seen a lot of drunk people. It's fucking Walmart, bud. Late night Walmart's wild.
Yeah. And you wonder why I go early in the morning.
Well, they're not even open late night. Like, they close at what, like 10 now here around here?
Yeah, 10 or 11 here. It used to be 24/7, but
yep. Now since pandemic, they close at like 10, 11 now.
They open 6 here, and about 10, 11 it close.
What do you want field 1 to be?
Corn.
Corn? All right.
Yeah, we're gonna do corn all in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking 6 and 7 too. Not doing cotton this time around. And then we're gonna do soybeans and everything up top, except for
okay, here's another question.
27, 29, 30.
This one won't be as in depth, I guess. Maybe it will be. Who knows?
Drink Walmart dates where you drink a little bit and go to Walmart, stand up, drop your pants to your ankles and pee. Yep.
Okay.
I once saw a guy doing a handstand
right
pissing.
dig myself into
That was
rabbit hole.
That was impressive.
Animation. Anime and animation is the same type of movie, right?
What?
There's no difference.
No, anime is animated, but it's not like anime is like a whole like
Different
Genre.
sub
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah,
There you go.
So I would call this animation then. It's all CGI basically.
Yeah, animated. Not all animated TV shows are anime, but anime is
Is animation.
Is animated shows. Yes.
No,
Oh my god! Why did I just imagine Brand walking in on someone in Walmart bathroom that dropped their pants down and him saying, "Nice ass there, bud."
No, that would never happen. Never will.
What if it was a chick using the male's bathroom?
I got a story about that, but that's after my question.
Okay, what's your question?
I know you don't. You never played League of Legends, right?
No.
Would you watch a animation movie about the characters in that movie? About their past or their...
You mean that game?
It's not about the game, but it's about the characters and how they...
The characters in the game?
Yes.
Probably not.
Okay. Because I watched Arcane, and that was about 2 characters in the game, and it's a really good movie. It kind of has a twist, kind of fucked up ending, but
My girlfriend's going to give me the money.
it was interesting.
Nice, Sean. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I know I've said a bunch of times I would love to see a Red Dead
Movie?
made into a movie, but I'm
Nah.
usually very anti games being turned into movies. Like the Warcraft movie, like I love Warcraft, and that movie was.
Well, yeah. I probably could have told you that without seeing it.
Yeah, but I had high hopes. Like
Why?
I think if they, because I love Warcraft and the story.
Yeah, but you know it wasn't going to live up to...
Yeah, I know. Just like I'm
Like, you can't be surprised when you walk into
really
the movie.
concerned with this whole Harry Potter remake too. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, the series
Yeah.
on
You
HBO.
just know they're gonna change the race and gender of one of the main 3 stars. You just know they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
like,
Ron. Ron's gonna be a black guy.
Ron's going to be
'Cause
non-binary.
He's ginger. Oh, he's gonna be a black non-binary.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Wait, say it again. There's gonna be a color guy that's ginger.
Well, no, it's a running gag online that all the gingers get replaced by black people, like the Little
That's
Mermaid.
fucking racist. Just saying.
The Little Mermaid's now black. What was the other character that was a ginger that they made into a black character? Anyway, it's a running joke that the gingers get replaced by black people. So that's why I'm saying it's gonna be Ron. That's gonna be cast as African American and gonna be non-binary. But they're supposed to be more. They're saying the series is gonna be more true to the books. Like it's gonna have a lot more detail into it, which
Yeah, I'd be fine with that, but I also don't want to see it if it doesn't have the original cast.
it's not gonna have the original cast. It's
Right. So
gonna be a complete reboot. So it's, like they're gonna have all new Harry, all new Hermione, all new Ron.
that's gonna be a tough sell.
Yeah, because I feel like the first character they were so good. Like you kind of can't
You can't mess with that.
cast better characters like to play those characters. But I guarantee you, because it's HBO, I guarantee you we'll see Ed Sheeran as one of the Weasleys somewhere down the line. Guarantee it. He
You
showed
think
up a
so?
couple times in Game of Thrones.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
I never
he's
watched
Ron.
it, so
Oh yeah, no, he showed up a couple times in Game of Thrones. I think one time he was in the band, and another time he was a member of the army. But yeah, he showed up a couple times. And like I said, it's HBO. HBO Max is redoing it, so I bet he'll make an appearance at some point. Like I'm thinking he's gonna play the new like Arthur Weasley or something, or maybe Bill. Because Bill's got less of a story in there, but it's gonna be it's gonna be 7 seasons. Each book gets a season, so that means like instead of having a 2-hour movie, we're pretty much gonna have like a 10-hour season, which gives them enough time to get 5 times the content in there. So,
Which makes sense. I mean, because the movie's missed a whole lot. But
yeah.
I think it's just gonna be a tough sell.
Yeah, I'll give
I
it
mean,
a shot.
people are still gonna watch it, but like it's gonna be tough to get used to a new Harry and a new Ron.
How dare you
and
stand
a
where he
new
wants to?
Hermione. Yeah.
That's how you know we're getting old. Our childhood movies are being remade.
are you gonna be around tomorrow or no?
Me, it depends on the weather. My dad messaged me tonight and said if the weather's nice tomorrow night, he wants to do a fire. So
Okay.
if the weather's nice, I won't be here. If it's shitty, which I haven't even looked. If it's shitty, I'll be here.
Yeah, I probably won't. Well, actually, I might be. I'm 50-50.
Right now it's just saying cloudy. Yeah, so I more than likely won't. Well, it's supposed to be in the 40s. That's kind of cold for.
Well, that's
Sitting
why you need a
outside.
fire.
Yeah, but you're still sitting outside. And they're they don't like cold. I'm pretty sure they still got their pellet stove going. And it was 80 yesterday.
Damn.
My pellet stove's been out for like a month already.
Oh, that's what I was doing. Oh, the wiping debate's over, yeah. Shame. That was a good conversation.
Well, we can get back into it, but
I mean, there's no one else here to talk about it. I mean, I bet the
That's
other two
true.
really wouldn't have anything else to say. And
Tyler wouldn't have anything to say about it. Tyler would reject the conversation from the start.
Well, yeah,
JT
no,
would
JT's
chime
already-
in.
He's already written a book about it.
Yeah, this is how I wipe.
coming from me, he
Came
probably
with a
wouldn't say
song too.
nothing.
This is how I wipe. This is how I wipe. This is how.
Yeah.
This is how I wipe. I wipe because I poop. I poop because I ate. This is how.
If you if you wipe, stand it up, you ain't no friend of mine.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh,
Well, on my list, I don't have any more topics to talk about.
That was it. Did you just come on here to ask how people wipe, and that was it?
No, I was going to ask about a movie that was my go-see, but
What movie's that?
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I've seen the first 2 in theaters, and I don't know if I'm gonna see the third one.
I mean, I can watch them all 3 at home, but like I said before, I haven't been to a movie theater since '04, so kind of want to go to one just to experience it again. Uh,
I want to go to the new one. We have a one that built last year, I think it was, in Milford. I have yet to be gone to that one yet. It's a locally owned one. It's not like a big movie theater chain. So
again, ACM.
kind of
Or
well, no, we have
AMC.
AMC.
Yeah, we have AMC up in Dover, but this is a locally owned one. It's supposed to have I think it's supposed to have the reclining chairs in it and everything.
Oh yeah.
But I'm more than likely going to go see the new Moana movie. It's supposed to be live action with The Rock, and I feel like it would be hilarious.
No. Hard pass.
Why are you anti Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Oh, he's one of my top 3 favorite actors of all time. Okay.
Did you like
So
Black
why are you
Adam?
anti Moana?
Because I don't think they should be making these into live. Just leave it. Leave it alone.
Yeah, but it's going to be the original cast coming back to play their characters in the live action movie.
It's like big
Doesn't matter.
Footloose. They made a revamp of that, and they didn't need to.
Right.
Well, it's not going to be like a revamp. It's going to be like a new movie with the same characters.
So,
But they're gonna be live
series
action.
2 or series?
I
Series.
guess it's going to be like a sequel sort of thing.
Sequel.
It's gonna be
There you
live
go.
action.
So my thing is just leave it alone, and they don't need to do live action movies of like animated cartoons. It's because Disney's run out of ideas, and so they're just going
100%.
back,
But
and
it's
they're
also
going back and
because-
trying to make money off of like nostalgia. That's what they're doing right now, and it's horrible. It shouldn't happen. It's terrible.
There's been some, like the
Don't
Beauty and
support
the Beauty and the Beast remake, live action remake was pretty good.
Yeah, but it never needed to happen. It was okay. It didn't need to
It was
happen.
pretty good.
It didn't need to happen.
Never watched it.
It didn't need to happen, but it was pretty good.
I mean, there's a lot of things that didn't need to happen and still happened. So
Shit.
Hey, look, I'll argue for a lot of them not to be remade, but
like what?
with Moana, it's fairly new, and they're bringing back the same cast, so you're gonna have the same actors that played that voice, or it's gonna be the character you see on screen, and I'm all for it.
To be honest, I have no idea what the hell you're even talking about for a movie.
Moana, Moana was a pretty good. It's a pretty good animated movie. It's got what was it? What I don't remember their.
It quickly became my wife's like more favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, it was
And
really
she-
good.
Yeah, and she's a stickler on that, and she actually very much enjoyed it and has watched it several times.
Same here. Like it was out in theaters the same time that I think it was Trolls was out in theaters, and my kid was more into Trolls, and then she got heavily into Moana, and I kind of regret going to see Trolls over Moana because it was really good. I enjoyed watching it, but then again, I'm also Dwayne The Rock Johnson nerd, so I'll give anything with him in it a shot most of the time, except the Fast and Furious. I'm so checked out of that series that I don't care how good he is in it.
Oh,
I'm not
here's
gonna
the
watch
thing.
it.
Here's the thing. Sorry to interrupt. New Fast X movie. Rumors have been spreading about it's gonna be in space. Part of it's gonna be in space. I
So they're
don't know how
gonna
true
be
it.
fucking street racing in space.
I don't know how true it is. I don't know if it's actually true or not. I heard a rumor that's gonna be part of it. It's gonna be in space.
Luke Skywalker's gonna show up in it.
Mm.
Warp speed. Ugh. Yeah, you think
And
you're
if-
fast, but I
also-
don't have enough. I got warp drive. Pew!
And also, if you shoot a gun in space, you're going backwards as fast as that bullet's going out. So that'd be fun to see as well.
Guarantee SpaceX is in it. They take SpaceX to space. That's gonna happen. I didn't see the live action Jungle Book, and I didn't see the live action Lion King. Like, that's a perfect example. Like, the live action Lion King had no interest in it.
That wasn't even live action.
It wasn't?
No, it was still animated.
Was it?
It was just like no, it was like computer
CGI
stuff. Yeah, CGI.
That's different than animated.
Yeah, but it wasn't live action.
One last thing.
Live action would be like real lions.
Yeah, true. One last thing before
I mean, they do CGI live action movies. Like, there's a lot of CGI in live action movies.
Well, yeah, there hasn't been like a single movie that's come out in the past 5 years that doesn't have CGI in it. I'm just saying it's not real lions. It's
the most, at least CGI movie that's been out recently is Top Gun. Just saying.
There's definitely CGI.
That's on Prime now.
Is it?
I get it for free on Plex, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, it's on Prime now.
Illegally.
From the planes, with the jets and stuff, it's actually not CGI.
Yeah,
None of
they
it
put
is.
6 cameras in one jet.
They announced that everybody thought the one plane in it was fake, and they announced that it's actually a real plane.
All the jets are real.
No,
Except one.
so
I
there's a
believe.
plane. There's a plane that's in the movie. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what plane they're talking about.
Wait, you haven't seen Top Gun?
No. So there's a plane.
What?
There's a plane in the movie that everybody thought was like made up, like it's not an actual real plane. And,
I know which one you're talking about.
And the government just recently came out and said, yeah, no, that's a real plane. They have it.
Can I elaborate on it a little bit?
Sure, if you know more information about it.
Well, I actually seen the movie, and I can see where the people that don't understand how this government and military work think that thing is fake. But it's one of the very few planes that actually fly that high in the sky. From rumors about the balloon that traveled across the country, from China.
China.
And they spotted it from that airplane before anyone spotted it in the U.S.
You're talking about the SR-71?
It's the one with the big dish on the top of it. I don't know what the actual name of the plane is, but it's the one with the big ass satellite on top.
Oh, that's the one used for like hurricanes and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the actual name of it, but I can see what people mean by that. Looks CGI, but that's a real aircraft that they use.
It is a real plane.
Lockheed Martin S-72, the Dark Star plane.
Oh, the Dark Star. Yes, that was. It's not an actual airplane, but Skunk Works actually made a prop or made a plane that looked identical what they actually produce. That was a prop, yes. But it was from the actual manufacturers of Skunk Works, which makes those high G.
Well, everybody thought
planes.
the Dark Star was a fake plane, but it's actually a real plane.
It's from Skunk Works. It's an actual company. But yeah, if you look up Skunk Works is the manufacturer if you actually want to go into more depth.
Yeah, it's similar to the one that's in Flight Sim right now.
Then another thing about that movie, which I think is kind of funny or interesting. Whenever they actually released the movie, one of the Eastern country or Western countries or Eastern countries, I don't know what Western countries thought it was real, actually real, and they actually moved one of the satellites to actually come across the United States to look for it. Just a random fact.
You know what else is a random fact?
I'm going to bed.
I can watch On Patrol live on Peacock now.
Oh yeah.
Until
Yeah,
a
they
couple
mentioned.
more months.
Yeah, they mentioned that.
I think I might just pay for it. If they keep putting the pay-per-views on it for free, I might just pay. It's like what, $60 for a year?
$5.99 a month. I know.
What, Peacock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because their Comcast is going. You're not going to get it free anymore with Comcast in
Right.
July or something. But
Right.
I mean,
But it's
I
moved
watch
over
all.
to Peacock.
I
soon.
watch all the pay-per-views. So if they keep making them free, $60 for a year it's worth it. Plus On Patrol Live, which I've been binge watching here recently.
The only reason I even watch or use Peacock is to watch Suits. Then I found out my friend actually has it on Plex. So yeah, I don't even use Peacock anymore.
Illegally. So
It's legal.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not, Brandon. Don't even debate me. I've used it. I know. If it's on Plex, it's downloaded illegally. So don't even. But On Patrol, I've been watching it recently, and I miss some of the people from Lab PD, but the one from Orlando, Richie.
Orlando.
Yeah, Richie Marr. Oh, was it last week? He was. He
They don't
pulled
have
up.
Orlando anymore.
Yeah, they do. Orlando Beach, or no? Am I? Yeah, no. Orlando Beach.
Oh, Daytona,
Daytona
Beach.
Beach. Sorry, Daytona Beach. Wrong part of Florida.
Yeah, it's like this.
But he pulled up to the Krispy Kreme parking lot, and there was two
Oh
cops.
yeah. And he was just like, "Oh yeah, you want to give me some?"
They're 40 minutes. Yeah, they're 40 minutes outside their jurisdiction. And they're like, "We just had to come get our donuts. You holding? You want one?"
Yeah, that was good. I don't like the replacement for Tom Morris Jr.
Yeah, he's a bit dry.
No, he sucks. Like, he's not funny. He's yet to say anything that's made me laugh. And it's like, you can't have like an actual like detective doing this. You need someone that's a little bit more personable. He's way too dry.
You ever watch Jack
His
Reacher?
sense of humor sucks.
Yeah.
No.
But so does Dan. Dan, he's like the king of dad jokes, and
Did you see? So if you saw the one with the Krispy Kreme, you saw the one with the keychain.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And she's just like, I still don't understand what that is.
Yeah. It sticks is like maybe I could, or maybe I have to show you or something like that.
Yeah, and then that was the only time that the Richland County guy was funny because he was just saying like one by one.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, he knows what that is.
The cop though on the scene had me cracking up. He's like, maybe you should put your keys on your key ring so you don't lose them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was giving that guy shit the whole time. It was hilarious.
That was funny. But unfortunately, that's like the best part of the episode. The unfortunate thing with them like revamping is they're really not doing as much like unpredictable stuff as they were with Live PD. Like the calls that they're going to aren't as interesting.
I don't know. They've been showing up some pretty interesting things. Like you had that one, like the stab it, like Wilkes. Is it Wilkes-Barre or Wilkes? I've always known it as Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, me too. So when they're calling it Wilkes-Barre, I was like, the fuck is that? It was always Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
For me. Like, because that's where the Little League World Series is. It's always Wilkes-Barre.
Oh, you call it Barry?
Yeah.
I've always known it as like Wilkes-Barre. Like Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, but they're calling it Wilkes-Barre, and it's like...
No, they're calling it Wilkes-Barre.
No, they're calling it Wilkes-Barre.
No. Dan and all them are calling it Wilkes-Barre.
Nope.
Yeah. Because me and my wife heard it, and we were like, what? And even the female cop that she pulled over someone, and she said Wilkes-Barre police. That's how I've always known it, as Wilkes-Barre. Brandon, you're from Pennsylvania. How do you pronounce it?
He's gone. Oh, no, he's still
He's
here.
still here.
What?
How do you pronounce Wilkes? Wilkes? Is it B-A-R-R-E? How do you pronounce that?
The hell if I know? I never heard of the bloody thing before.
It's in Pennsylvania. How do you not know?
Where
Where Breaking Benjamin's from.
Huh?
That's where Breaking Benjamin's from. To be fair, it's on the other side of the state from you.
Oh, so I never heard of that. I don't want to say Central County name, but I never heard of that either until you said it that
You
one
never
time.
heard of Intercourse?
Yeah, no, it's West Coast or East Coast. I'm West Coast.
It's right by Lancaster.
I've only been out to Harrisburg like 3
Wilkes-Barre.
times in my life.
It's Wilkes-Barre.
I've always, even the female cop though from there calls it Wilkes-Barre or Wilkes-Barre. She says
Yeah, you're getting confused.
Bear PD. Because it's confused the hell out of me. I've heard them on the show. They pronounce it all the different ways, and I've always known it as Wilkes-Barre, like B-A-R.
Yeah, so I never heard about it though.
Or Wilkes-Barre or Wilkes-Barre. I've never heard it pronounced Barry. But if you listen to them, like, they all say it different ways, and it's confusing as shit.
Or just different accents.
I think it's up there closer to New York, Brandon, but it's on the other side of the state from you.
Oh, so yeah, I wouldn't know shit about that. Yeah, that part about Pennsylvania.
That's where Breaking Benjamin's from, though.
I don't know who that is.
But theirs was pretty. Like, they went to that one where the woman overdosed, and the guy just threw her out on the front step and left. Then you had there was a car accident, and she had to. She was like, "Oh, I'll take the food," because it was an Uber Eats driver or whatever. So she just delivered the food to the people, and the woman sitting in the window looking out the window, and the camera catches her, and she quickly dips in. Pretty hilarious.
Did Kitty Cat get in trouble, or is he still listening to it?
I don't know. He shared a video. You might be watching the video to see how they pronounce it. Yeah, bear, like bare feet. Yeah, I've heard that's Wilkes-Barre or Wilkes-Barre. So those are the two ways I've heard it pronounced prior to on the
How do you spell it?
B-A-R-R-E.
B-A-R-R-E. Bear. Sounds like a bear, yeah.
Like, it was accent, like, bear can be bar, like, Yellowstone. I want the pink bar. She's talking about bear. I want that pink bar. So I guess it depends on the accent, but I've never heard it with an E at the end.
I posted in the old admin room there.
Yeah, well, I'm saying I've watched the show for a couple weeks now, and they all pronounce it differently. Like the cops will pronounce it bar and bear and berry, and then Dan always says berry.
Yeah. So it's always Barry. And this is the local news, and they're calling it Wilkes-Barre.
Oh. Well, I learned something new. But they're pretty good. I like their calls.
Well, also, like, I didn't think it was that big of an area.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's like,
But like,
right
there's a lot of crime there, man. Damn.
It's like right next to Scranton, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot of like serious crimes that are going on there. Like,
that's what I'm saying. They're pretty good. Like they had the stabbing the one week, and then the one where the woman OD'd and the guy just threw her out on the front step.
But there's also like departments that don't belong. Like Nye County no longer needs to be on there.
Nye County is really boring.
Now it's just like trespassing and animals.
I like Richland, even though Richland's kind of like died off, and it's only got like Danny Brown left and maybe Garrow Brown. All my other favorite officers are gone now.
Well, they all got promoted.
Yeah, and then Addie Perez left to go do a job in Texas or something like that.
Did you ever watch Animal Control on Fox?
No.
But I like Danny Brown, but that's about it. The rest of them, none of them has like piqued my interest yet. They do have some interest, like the drunk driver that just slammed into those cars. Last week. Orlando's got. I like Richie Marr. Like he's always entertaining to watch. Like he goes.
It's always like they have. No matter what, there's always some kind of like something week going on. So they had last week. It was like Bike Week.
Yeah. It was a couple weeks ago where they had the block party, and they had all the people out in the street dancing.
Yeah.
But they're pretty good. Who else?
That was the one with remember the guy that was locked in CVS?
No.
No, that was Daytona as well.
Yeah, and then did you remember the one where he pulled the guy's underwear out of the leg of his pants?
Yeah, and he's like, "We can't send this to jail with you because
they're too soiled.
Like, they're fucking gross." Yeah.
He was like, he goes, "What is the?" He's like, "Why are they wet and gooey?"
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm seeing is that they have like, I think it's like 7 or 8 departments, but they really only show 4 maybe per evening. But there's Daytona, there's Volusia
County,
there's
Wilkes-Barre,
Richland, there's Wilkes-Barre, and then they have
Beech Grove, Indiana.
Yep.
The other South Carolina county sheriff.
That was just with a B.
Berkeley
County. Yep.
What's the other one?
Well, they still have Nye County.
Oh, Nye County. Yeah.
But like sometimes they don't even address, like they don't get to all departments. And it's like, why don't you pick a place that has action constantly, but also understands that they're being recorded?
Have Richland County, Berkeley County, Nye County, Patterson Police Department, and Patterson, New I've never seen those.
Oh, no, they're gone. They're gone. They're not part of it anymore.
This is updated.
They got
this is about a year old.
They got too many complaints. So, like the captain, like their ranking system was totally effed up to begin with. So they have like a captain, like fire department, it's like wearing a white shirt and stuff. And they were actively looking for a suspect that was running away, and it was in front of a restaurant, but it was a restaurant with like front patio seating, and he knew the people. So instead of looking for the people, he was just like schmoozing. But he jumped out of the car looking for the person, and then saw these like, government people, and was just like, oh hey, how you doing? How you doing? How's it going? And nobody liked that. They're like, the F are you doing? But Patterson had some interesting ones.
Okay. Beech Grove, Nye, Richland, Toledo. Toledo's the other one.
Oh, Toledo. Yeah, Toledo's decent.
Yeah, they had like the guy with the knife in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And Wilkes-Barre,
They
Daytona
also
Beach,
have a lot of
Berkeley,
like random.
and Volusia.
Yeah. They also have a bunch of just. It's always expired registration or suspended license.
Oh man, my boy's not gonna be on it this week.
Who?
This is from tonight. It's Beech Grove. You have Lieutenant Nathan Rinks and Officer something Comina. Nye County's Deputy James Ramos and Deputy Cody Murphy. Richland is Captain Danny Brown, Corporal Anthony Morrow. Toledo is Detective Dustin Mickles and Sergeant Jeff McLandon, and then Detective James Macklin and OFC Greg Long Jr.
Officer. Yeah.
And then for Wilkes-Barre is Officer Chris Benson and Officer Bill Wilk. Daytona Beach is Detective Selena Puentes and Officer Ernest Summer Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not my Richie Mars, my guy. Berkeley is Corporal Carly Drayton and Corporal
Carly Drayton's awesome.
Devontae Carr and Deputy Dylan Lee. And then I like the one the K9 unit from Berkeley. I like that guy. The one where the guy farted while he's standing at the window.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He goes, "You're the first person to ever say it to me." Oh man, I can smell it. I'm gonna go back here. I'll be right back. And then Volusia is Deputy Elise Duffy and Deputy Royce James.
Yep. Royce James has been on there a few times. So they actually had Carly Drayton's been on the show.
Hey Robert, how are you?
In person before.
Oh.
With the other guy. They're like best friends. And it was actually a good show.
I like Richie Marr is always hilarious. Like he went to one place that had the shark. He's like, "I like your shark," and then he was like, "All right, I'll go out here and look for him." And they're like, "Oh, he got in the car." Well, I'm definitely not finding him. And he pulls up to the KFC where the guy called and complained that he's been there for an hour and hasn't got his food. And he gets out, looks at the car. He's like, "You call the police?" Never mind. Obviously, you didn't. And the guy was like, "Huh?" He goes, "You got your food. You obviously didn't call the police."
I mean, it's an okay show. They're doing their best. It's just not as good as the original.
Yeah, no, I miss Denver Leverett. He was Jefferson. Was it Jeffersonville Police? Yeah, they were pretty good.
Well,
they left because everybody was harassing the female officers.
Well, no, that's not why.
Their contract was up and they didn't resign because the female officers were getting harassed so much online that they didn't resign.
Oh, I read the reason was because they were a little bit more aggressive.
Nah,
like they were pulling people out on every stop. Like they were. They were like, "Oh, what's your name? Driver's license? All this stuff. Oh, you have a history of this? Get out of the car. You're in handcuffs."
Yeah. I didn't see anything about that. They want the YPD wanted to re-sign him, and they said no because the one it got so bad that she deleted all of her social media. Like she didn't. It was pretty rough, and then they said that a lot of their female officers that were featured on the show were being harassed online to the point where for officer safety, they just didn't want to be a part of the show anymore. They enjoyed their time on the show, but they're done.
I'm gonna get off.
Alright, good night.
Mm-hmm. See y'all next week sometime.
Okay. Yeah, and that was like one of the officers from in Indiana. It was like one of the original ones. And she was getting inundated, and she was like, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. People are harassing me. And they got rid of that police department pretty... no, actually, they stayed with it for a bit. But she wasn't a part of it.
Just like, soon as Addie Perez announced that she was taking another job outside of policing, everybody was bombarding her with, "Are you creating an OnlyFans?" She's like, "No, I would never do that."
Mm-hmm.
How dare, because one officer quits being a police officer and creates an OnlyFans. You think every female officer that quits is going to start an OnlyFans? Oh, Robert, I'm sorry if I missed your comment.
Well, I mean, it pays more.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it does, but
There's no pretty sure about it.
you don't get the cool cars. You don't get a gun. I mean, I guess you could buy a gun with your profits, but...
And you could buy a cool car.
Yeah, but you can't have flashy lights on it.
Hmm.
You can have flashy lights, but you can't have red and blue flashy lights. At that point, what's the point? Nobody likes green flashy lights. Was it Volusia County where or it might have been Berkeley County, where they pulled up behind the car at the stoplight, and the woman just hops out and goes over, and the guy gets out of the driver's seat, stumbling around drunk, right in front of the goddamn officer.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And they're trying to pass it off like they weren't changing seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was last week. That was, oh, God, because they went back and played the footage. That was the weekend that Dan Abrams wasn't around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went back and played the footage, and they're like, well, it looks like they were trying to be sneaky, and it was literally at a red light.
Yeah, and she literally looks right at the cop as she's doing it. It's like,
yeah, like got out of the driver's seat and then runs all the way around behind the car into the passenger seat.
he just stumbles as he's walking around behind the car, right in front of the officer. Like, why wouldn't you just like pull off in, to a gas station or something? Not in front of a damn police car.
No, what you have to do is you have to fake a pursuit.
Don't drink and drive in the first place. There you go.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, but if you're going to,
okay, we don't condone that here.
No, God, no. No, that's a really dumb thing to do. But if you were going to,
okay, OJ, I didn't do it, but if I did, here's how I do it.
Get out of sight and do it. don't speed away fast enough to cause a pursuit, but be casual about it.
Oh, he was gonna pull him over regardless if they took off or not.
Yeah, but if you do enough like twists and turns and stuff, like he can't see what's going on inside of the car. So do it on like a, like a blind turn, something like that. It's not that hard. I mean, the way that they did that was the most obvious way.
Yeah, no, you just pull off into like a gas station or something, park it, and like.
No, they're gonna be behind you and see it if you pull into a gas station.
I'm talking about like after, like go if he's already driving, right? He's already in the driver's seat. You see a cop behind you, and you're like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't be driving. Like, don't change seats right in front of the cop. Pull off the road. Like, stay in the driver's seat. Pull off the road until the cop is out of sight, and then switch.
Right, but I'm saying you can't do it in a gas station because one, gas stations have cameras, and two, if you're pulling into a gas station,
you're not going to run from him. You're not going to run from him. You're just going to like.
I know, but they can
go through the light when the light turns green. Just casually turn off, and the cop, if they wouldn't have switched seats, the cop would have never pulled him over. He wasn't pulling them over because of like he was pursuing them or anything. He pulled him over because he saw him switch seats, and then he saw that the guy was clearly drunk, so he pulled him over.
No, pulled him over because he had some light issues. That's why he started it.
You sure about that?
Yeah. It's either that or registration. And like I'm saying, if that's the reason for being pulled over, because they didn't switch until after the blue lights came on. That's when they switched.
Oh.
And it was blatantly obvious because they couldn't figure it out. Because like the lights came on, and then the door opened, and they did like the Chinese fire drill.
Oh, it looks like we're getting a new Ghost song.
Ooh.
Looks like they're going to be doing a cover of Genesis Jesus, he knows me. Damn, Brandon didn't update us on the land sale.
Yeah, right.
Because didn't he say the Mennonites are supposed to be showing up this past week or something like that?
Yeah, but he is also not one to say anything about that.
Oh.
I mean, like, he's not going to speak up.
Well, then he shouldn't have said something to begin with. Cause now I'm curious. I want to know.
Right. He's gonna be like, yeah, they sold it for $500,000 cash.
They donated to the Amish.
Yeah. All right, so the department I was talking about was Jeffersonville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one with Denver Leverett and the
Yeah.
one who the female officer that went through the door and went, "Oh, my vagina."
Yeah.
That was a great episode.
Yeah, they had the short girl in there, and that was the reason why they stopped doing it.
That's what I said, because the female officers were getting her ass.
Yeah.
It was a shame because I think it was better than Richland County. And Richland County, that was like when Richland County was as prime, when we had Mastriani and
yeah, back when it was good. Yeah.
what was the other guy's name that he was with him? Mastriani and then I want to say it was Kevin something.
Oh yeah, no, it was Kevin. Yeah.
You had them two, and then you had the was he Spanish, the bald guy, the one that was like, it took him like an hour to change his tire, and he's just sitting out there on the side of the road changes his tire.
Yeah.
And then you had Perez, and then you had Danny Brown, Garrow Brown.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, that was like the best lineup. Kevin Lawrence, wasn't it?
Kevin Lawrence, yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was like when Richland County was at like its peak, and I think Jeffersonville was better than that.
I mean, they had some interesting stuff because they had some like high crime stuff, but at the same time, they had like weird domestic stuff. Because, I mean, it was pretty redneck.
What, Richland or Jeffersonville?
Jeffersonville.
Oh yeah, and like every officer was a freaking canine officer.
Yeah, they also had some high crimes going on.
Mm-hmm. I still like the one when Denver Leverett was like, he was like, I know you got it on you. Is it in your bra or in your panties? She's like, it's in my bra. And he points at her boobs. He goes, left or right? Let me guess. Left. And she just shakes her head, yes. Like, this fucking guy, dude.
Well, you know, he had to be like a lawyer in a past life and just wanted to go into policing.
Oh, God. Yeah, what happened to... Why didn't Pinnell... Like, because they do their own stuff. I wonder why Pinnell didn't come back with them.
Oh, they had one of the first episodes had for On Patrol was like for their crime of the week, which they had to change because for legal reasons they had to change it from crime of the week to crime of the night.
Really? I didn't know that. Yeah.
Well, there's no other reason why they would change it from crime of the week to crime of the night.
Because they, I guess, copyrighted it? That's weird to copyright that.
Yeah, it is weird, but I think that there's a whole lot of, my guess is that there's a whole lot of litigation going on right now.
Man.
But they're like, oh yeah, we figured, you know, it's not an entire week because we're broadcasting for 2 days, so we might as well make it crime of the night.
Well, I mean, that doesn't make sense if you're going to do one for each, like, do one each night, like, to make it crime of the night instead of crime of the week, because if it's crime of the week, there should only be one instead of two.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Theoretically, it makes sense.
It makes sense. But I think it was because they were trying to, like, they're still trying to negotiate. But one of the first crime of the weeks was Pinal County with their dog. I was like, oh shit. And I think for the first few episodes, they're going back to, for their crime of the week, they're going back to all the counties that they used to follow before.
Say what?
They're going back to the prior counties that they used to follow when they were live PD.
Yeah, Richland County.
Yeah.
So it says here...
For Pinal County, I think they were taking some of the footage that they had and using that for their crime of the week.
Here it says the Board of Supervisors voted 3-2 to reject signing a contract for the show. How does this benefit the citizens of Pinal County? Asked Supervisor Steve Miller of Casa Grande during the board meeting. So the town didn't want, or the county didn't want them to be on the show anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if I lived in Richland County, I wouldn't want that televised either.
I love the one where it was Wilkes-Barre when she pulled over the car for the lights, and they're like, "We were just watching you on live PD. We just came to the gas station to get some snacks.
Yeah.
And we're going back to watch it." Can you imagine, like you're watching On Patrol Live, and you like, all right, we need some snacks because we're hanging out. Let's go to the gas station, and you get pulled over on the way, and you're on the fucking show. I'd be embarrassed as shit.
Yeah, like like, I'd be more embarrassed about the fact that I got pulled over, just in general.
They should put JT's Town on there. I'm pretty sure they'd get some good ones on there.
Yeah, like, there's not many from the Midwest. Or even, like, West Coast, like,
yeah,
you
no,
know, I'm sure,
they used
like,
to have.
Washington has some good shit going on.
They used to have a couple out there on Live because they had the Salinas, California.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They had
they
one
have California
in Washington, I believe, on Live
Yeah,
PD. They don't have any. All of them are here on the East Coast on this one.
Yep. All right, man. It's midnight. I gotta go to bed.
All right, sir. You have yourself a good night.
You have yourself a good night too.
All right, ladies and gents, the 7 of you still around. Thank you so very much for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Small programming note: I may or may not be here tomorrow. It depends on the weather. If the weather's nice, I won't be here. We're gonna hang out with my dad. If the weather's crappy, I'll be here. So it depends on it. I'll let you guys know when I know in the YouTube community tab or Discord or Instagram or many of the different ways that you can follow me. But if you guys did like this stream, do leave a like down below. It does help me out so very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.